Live from Bristol, this is the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses. And now your hosts, John DeLuca, Christina Myers, Doreen Scanlon, and Jeff Denoyer.
Hello everyone and welcome to Bristol. So glad you could join us here for our live coverage of the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration. Alongside Doreen Scanlon, Christina Myers, I'm John DeLuca. Jeff Denoyer is manning the streets for us. We'll check in with him in just a bit. Also get some much needed updated forecast. But so far so good, you guys. And it is the top of the hour, which we know means you step off at 10:30 at Hope and Chestnut. You make your way to Hope and Church right around this time. And the seasoned viewer of ABC6 knows that this is the time. If you're not going to watch early, we would love you to watch the whole thing. But if you're just going to tune in just to see that part of it, 11 o'clock is the time to start doing that. Also want to mention at this time, streaming on abc6.com for your out-of-town friends who aren't here. They used to be here. It's a nice little thing we have going on our website. Just go to abc6.com. Just get in touch with your friends and say, hey, you can see the parade.
Yeah, watch for a couple minutes, watch for a couple hours, either one. It may be an AC.
Exactly. Even if you're not from here and you've never been to the Bristol 4th of July parade, maybe you've been bragging to your friends and family who live out of town and out of state about how great our celebration is, and now you can give them just that little taste on abc6.com.
But this town is so quaint, it's charming, it's historic. There's so many adjectives you can use to describe it. But it all started in 1785 with the Reverend Henry Wright. We talk about him during our coverage every year. He's the one, Revolutionary War veteran, by the way, who started the first patriotic exercises. And one of the things I thought was really cool, no one can really say for sure when the exact first parade was. They know it's the early 1800s, but the thought is it evolved from the patriotic exercises. People in town kind of making their way over to the patriotic exercises.
Like a procession.
And that started the parade feel to it, which makes a lot of sense. You can hear through our microphones, I'm sure, the beginning of the Chief Marshal Division as the Bristol Police making their way in their cruisers. They'll be with us in our camera range shortly. You can hear it before you can see it, so just so you know.
There's some of the motorcycle officers.
We are sitting in this warm spot, but when we need a break, we can go to the Gronk Party Bus. And if there's ever been a better tease than that, I don't know what it is. But the Gronk Party Bus, there it is.
Yep.
And everybody's like, is Gronk here?
Look,
No.
it's red, white, and blue. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It fits right in. And we've had a lot of people stopping, taking pictures with it. When I first got here, I ran on so excited that Gronk was going to be there. He's not, unfortunately.
And you found me sitting inside.
Doreen, I wasn't disappointed.
That's a great consolation.
Yes.
Hey, though, Pat Patriot and the Patriots cheerleaders are going to be here today, too. But a big thanks to Rockstar Limo for providing us with that Gronk bus and
the AC that comes along with it.
Really. And our sponsors also want to mention Cardi's for this furniture and being our title sponsor, Leo's Restaurante for keeping our crew well fed. Again, Rockstar Limo for Gronk Bus, Tom's Lawn and Garden in Portsmouth for the gator that's getting our folks in and around the side streets here, and also BMW of Newport. Our ladies from ABC6 are going to be riding in style when they come by. Nick Hoyt.
Nick's with them.
Nick Hoyt. They let him in?
Ladies, yeah.
He's in?
He's a big deal now. You know, he's a sports director.
Well, he is a sportscaster of the year. That's true.
Yes.
This is true.
Here it comes.
There's the procession there, the police cruisers, the police motorcycles. Very stylish.
Yep, led by Police Chief Josh Canario. He's been the chief since May of 2008.
And really want to give an extra thank to the police officer. Bristol does such a great job. And Christina was mentioning this before our last break about how they understand how to deal with a crowd. They do this every year. This is not their first rodeo. And they understand there's a give and take, and people are here to have a good time, but not too good of a time. You still got to respect other people's, obviously respect the laws, but other people's personal space and everything else. But they do such a fantastic job of keeping order.
They really do.
And all the law enforcement. You see state police here. You see surrounding towns. I know Doreen was saying that Barrington was here earlier today.
Yep, they were here down at our spot at Hope and Church helping keep us
Everybody
safe
pitches
this morning.
in. You know, Homeland Security.
Well, when you bring in all these thousands of extra people.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say. You can see from the video here that the crowd's really filling out. I mean, this is no easy task. This is a lot of people to make sure that they are able to have a good time but are still in a controlled environment.
Now the Bristol Fire Department making their way in as well. Also tip of the cap to them. All first responders. You know, we always talk about the military members, and rightly so, but also the first responders, the police, the fire, rescue. doing a great job.
Want to mention the fire chief, Chief Michael DeMello.
It's a volunteer fire department. Not a lot of people know that.
It's pretty amazing to think about. They have 5 stations that they man throughout town here.
And there's an old truck right there. That's looking good after all these years, nice and shiny.
It's beautiful, no kidding.
Looks like it could go on a call right now.
Can you imagine the upkeep for something like that to keep it looking that beautiful this many years later?
No.
1934. Wow.
That's a lot of work going into that. Also a nice applause for the first responders, police officers, firefighters. I think, again, we talked about it a little bit, but the whole idea of the country we live in today and how hard a job it is to be in public service like that, and it's not easy. It's not easy, and people respect that. I think they do, and I should get a nice little round of applause here for that.
And also, rounding up the fire department, we have to mention coming up here the Ladies Auxiliary.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And this is, any female members of the department, but also any wife, daughter, granddaughter, anybody who's involved with the fire department like that as well can join the Ladies Auxiliary. So this is a really big group right here.
They try to help with all sorts of things.
Happy 4th!
They help with everything from financial things to social events and just kind of keeping it that family feel, I'm sure.
Right.
Everywhere I look, I see a flag. The signs of patriotism are everywhere. On the road, above the road, people standing.
When we were talking about the stripe, the red, white, and blue down the center on the parade route earlier, I didn't want to say the number just in case I thought I remembered, but it is 100 gallons of paint to paint that red, white, and blue stripes going down the center.
Oh, look at this huge American flag carried by the Naval Academy cadets. There's another flag, John.
I think I saw that on a house on the way in. There's one on the left driving in as you're driving towards to our spot. There's a whole front of the house is a flag. And it looks like it's been there. It's an older flag. And I think that's part of the tradition as well. Like, oh, this is my grandfather's flag.
Yes.
Or this is my so-and-so's flag. And they've had it since the 1920s or 30s. Or that's all part of it. For them to take it and say, well, we got to take extra special care of this, not just because it's the flag, but because it's been in our family for so long, and we want to treat it with the respect it deserves.
And displayed each year. I saw the same thing with some bunting on the way in today, where you could tell it wasn't
seasoned bunting.
Well, exactly. It wasn't necessarily red, white, and blue anymore, but I thought of the same thing, all the history that must come behind those as well.
Look at that. That's dozens of them to carry that flag. Look at them. And now you hear the applause.
These are the cadets doing a fine job, stretching out Old Glory. Boy, it looks good. Those guys will not get tired. That flag will be stretched the whole way, the whole 2.5 miles.
There's even a little guy back there carrying it.
Looking sharp in their white
uniforms.
uniforms.
On deck there, that's for sure.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Naval Academy cadets. There we go. 233rd.
There's the town crier.
Yep.
It's official.
Yep.
Michael Riley, letting everybody know.
This is a family tradition for him as well. His grandfather was also a town crier. He knows his stuff.
In case you don't know, the town crier actually begins each parade by calling to order the patriotic exercises that we were talking about before, and he leads the entire procession down the parade route.
You can make an argument, Doreen, that the patriotic exercises really are the most important part of this, because that's the one thing that's been consistent through all these 233 years.
Yeah, sometimes we say the oldest continuous 4th of July celebration because there hasn't been a parade every year.
Exactly.
There have been several years that for various reasons, that they haven't had a parade. But there's always been a patriotic exercise.
Coming up now, we have the Mount Hope High School Band. In their purple, I see some red, white, and blue sunglasses as well.
Husky. These guys perform, of course, at the home football games as well as other school and community events, and then they do parades around Rhode Island.
Let's take a listen as they make their way by our spot. That is the Mount Hope High School Band under the direction of Christopher Lambert. Nice job, guys and girls. Fantastic. We're going to take a quick break. We're just getting started here. Stay with us. Our live coverage from Bristol continues right after the break.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Whatever your dog brings home to you, it shouldn't be fleas and ticks. Seresto gives your dog 8 continuous months of flea and tick protection in an easy-to-use, non-greasy collar.
Seresto, Seresto, Seresto.
Oh, no, Jake.
Seresto.
8 months.
Seresto, Seresto, Seresto.
Furniture and Mattresses has been in business since 1928. And we're celebrating with up to 50% off 4th of July clearance savings in all departments.
Carty's offers the largest selection of furniture and mattresses with the best award-winning customer service.
Shop Carty's Furniture and Mattresses today, and for a limited time, save up to 50% off floor sample clearance closeouts or get up to 6 years no-interest financing on non-clearance purchases.
Nobody beats Carty's. Nobody.
It's Toyota's 40th annual summer sales event. Come celebrate 40 years of savings at Toyota's House Party with great summer deals at all our dealerships. Get a $199 a month all-wheel drive RAV4 lease with advanced safety features and 2 years maintenance on the house. Plus, recent and soon-to-be college grads get an additional $1,250 rebate. Hurry, because soon it's lights out. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful day. We are live in Bristol from our traditional spot at Hope and Church. This really is the best spot. The parade really just got underway at this point. Started at 10 o'clock. We really got to our spot just a few minutes ago.
As far as we're concerned, it started
exactly.
now. It's right here where
it doesn't count until it gets here.
And very fitting right now, about to pass us is the Chief Marshal. That is considered Bristol's highest honor. And this year that goes to Kathy Bazinet.
Yeah, Kathy was thrilled. Christina and I chatted with her last night at Independence Park, and she's just over the moon. And it's been better than she thought. Christina said it 1,000,000 times better than she thought it would be. And she knows what it means, though. You know what I mean? It's like some folks, they sort of know, but they don't really know. She knew. At least she thought she knew going in what it would be like, and it was exceeding all of her expectations.
Yeah, she, of course, being from Bristol and being so involved with the community, said that she's seen the Chief Marshals each year and thought she knew what it entailed, but it's been 1,000,000 times better, she said, than she thought, and so well deserved too. Everything that she's done for this community.
Well, she's ensconced in the community. Town council, chamber of commerce, board member, and just about every organization. And when you're involved like that, you really have the pulse of the town that you live in, and certainly Kathy meets that criteria.
And she's got her wave down.
Yeah.
She said she was practicing last night.
It shows how much she really does care about Bristol.
Hi, Kathy! Blowing kisses!
Happy 4th of July, Kathy.
Happy 4th, Kathy.
Enjoy your day. It's fantastic.
And of course, she's with her husband, Skip.
And family and friends joining below. All family and friends as well. This is a big deal for them to be a part of this.
So part of getting to be the Chief Marshal is you get to pick your chiefs of staff as well. So
a lot of friends the Chief Marshal has.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They probably all start lobbying as soon as that announcement
Exactly.
made, right?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if a lot of folks know that person is picked in January, and they have to keep it a secret for months. And they have to sit on this, and they want to tell everybody, but they can't.
Kathy must have been bursting at the seams too, with how excited she was. Even last night when we were talking to her, she was just bubbling over, right? We asked one question, and she just kept going, because you could tell she has so much love for Bristol and for the people and the community. It was pouring out of her.
Well, so much to be proud of, to be from Bristol. You think about it, just about everywhere you put your foot, it's on the National Historic Register.
True.
Everything here is part of history.
That's really a good point, John. Oh, we want to point these guys out. This is spelling Bristol.
Yeah.
B Bristol.
B Bristol.
Yeah.
These are neat. I couldn't wait to see these when they were describing them. The giant letters going down, spelling out Bristol. This is pretty cool.
Very neat.
Is there a bicycle towing that? Or is
It's
that
like
a wagon?
a
little cart? Okay.
Yeah, little pull carts.
But it looks like each letter
Yeah,
Something's
I see some
right,
quahog.
decorated with.
Yep.
Guys, great
Very
job.
nice, highlighting some special things about Bristol.
Exactly. The water. We have a little sailboat right there.
That is really cute.
Well, that's the other thing about Bristol that gets lost in the shuffle sometimes is the history with that. The boat manufacturing, the marine industry connection, the America's Cup connection with Herreshoff and all of that. I mean, it's just fantastic.
It takes a whole lot of people to put this parade on, and that really comes down to the 4th of July committee. And a lot of the committee members are working along the route, but their officers are marching down the parade route today. Everyone else is working.
There's Dudley Halligan. We get to deal with the 4th of July committee several times a year, so we know how much goes into this and certainly how much passion they have for making this just right. It takes a lot to put this together. Doreen said that, but I think it bears repeating because there's so many aspects of it. There's all of these different events. It's not just the parade. It's the 3 weeks of celebrations leading up to this point and all that goes into it. Coordinating all of this is a massive undertaking, and those folks certainly deserve a hats off on this fantastic day. And people are walking right through our shot. How can you do that? I don't know.
Hello.
All right, it's live TV. You roll with the punches. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
The 4th of July is a great time to celebrate our country's independence with family and friends. But July 4th is also the most dangerous day of the year. The law offices of Ronald J. Resmini would like to remind you to be safe this summer and have a happy 4th of July.
Hi, I'm Ed Madeira, CEO of East Commerce Solutions. Everybody in Rhode Island has a guy. Well, I want to be your guy for credit card processing. I want to be your guy for POS. I want to be your guy for payroll services. Call today and take advantage of our interest-free financing, free EMV terminal, no charge setup for payroll. East Commerce Solutions, servicing Rhode Island since 1994. East Commerce Solutions, we are your local merchant service provider. Have yourself a great day.
When it comes to garage doors, Parma Doors is everybody's best friend.
Hang on tight, gang. We'll be to Parma Doors in no time.
Lucy, Sochi, welcome to Parma Doors. Our state-of-the-art showroom showcases high-quality, American-made products where customers can see just how beautiful their new garage doors will look before they buy.
There's no reason to go barking mad the next time you need new garage doors. Just go to Parma Doors in Smithfield.
4th of July is a great time to celebrate our country's independence with family and friends. But July 4th is also the most dangerous day of the year. The law offices of Ronald J. Resmini would like to remind you to be safe this summer and have a happy 4th of July.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Happy birthday, America. So glad you could join us here in Bristol, America's most patriotic town, for our 4th of July coverage of this fantastic celebration. We've had the patriotic exercises, we've had the military flyover, the Chief Marshal's Division has now reached our point, and it's looking fantastic.
We're getting lots of musical stylings today.
This is a little bit different here. There's a lot going on here.
This is great. This is the South Philly Vikings from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and if they look maybe kind of a little familiar, this is the division of the Mummers.
Makes sense.
Right? The flashiness. Look at these. Hello. What would you call that? That huge stand-up piece he has.
Not going to miss those guys anywhere.
No kidding. And apparently they're known for introducing technology and non-traditional aspects into their shows, which you can definitely see right there.
They're having fun.
Pieces are incredible.
I wonder if they have that energy when they take the turn from Hope and High.
I think so.
I think
the
so.
crowd has to keep you going, right? Because you know it's new to them each time.
You know, the
They're
kids
cheering.
are loving this too, right? Especially when you got a shark to bring up to the rear, right?
Shout out to their director, Vince Bono.
Hey, there's Dick DeVoe, patriotic speaker this year, past general chairman of the 4th of July parade, still a member of the 4th of July committee. 32 years of active service for Captain Dick DeVoe.
Wow.
The United States Navy, wearing his uniform very proudly on this day, and he should.
He retired in 1998. Yeah, he spent a lot of time on different ships and really did a lot for the Naval Reserve and, as you said, John, the 4th of July committee.
And Hattie Brown winner, Steve Scuba. I know Daniel Keith did his story on the Flag Day. Mr. Scuba was a big part of that story, and so proud, so honored, and what an active member that he is and has been in the town of Bristol. Also is a veteran himself.
Right. Navy veteran there.
And he taught industrial arts at Bristol schools as well. So I'm sure he's going to get some extra cheers, because there are a lot of people who live here who probably had him as well.
All right, I feel safe now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Blues Brothers are here. The Blues Mobile. Keeping it real.
Nice.
Some dignitaries from the town of Bristol. Certainly proud to be here today. Show off their fine town.
They must be thrilled with the size of the crowd that's here today, huh?
I would think so. I would think so. Let's listen in. This is the
Governor's own 88th Army Band.
Nice. Let's listen in.
Want to mention the 88th Army Band is made up of National Guard members who are dedicated to bringing music to the community as well.
And they are under the direction of Chief Warrant Officer Todd Garethi.
All right, State Police Color Guard representing those fine men and women in uniform, protecting the state. All areas, really, from cybercrime to on 95.
So true.
Think about what those officers have to do. I mean, the range of skills that they must have to do that job.
Extensive training.
It's incredible.
Extensive.
The Colonel of the State Police, Colonel Asumpico, took over for Colonel O'Donnell. So the chain of command there is a big deal. You're almost a celebrity in the state. Many people you say, well, who's the Colonel of State Police? And I have no idea. In Rhode Island, you know who it is because everybody knows who it is. Yeah.
It's so true. The first female chief of the state police.
Named by Governor Raimondo. First governor. There she is.
There you go.
The governor of her family.
Being together.
Oh, nice.
There's the first gentleman, Andy Moffat. 75th governor of Rhode Island.
Yeah. Looks like she's got her kids there with her, Cece and Tommy as well.
That's got to be fun, walking with your family, having them be a part of this. Because so much of what the governor does is on her own as she works to do her daily job, but anytime you can involve your family, I'm sure that makes it extra special.
Oh, sure. The rest of the Rhode Island delegation is here as well.
There they are, walking as one. Congressman Langevin, Senator Reed, Senator Whitehouse, Congressman Cicilline. Senator Whitehouse has his patriotic tie on. I think that's the Statue of Liberty.
I think they all have their patriotic ties on.
There it is. Yeah, it is the Statue of Liberty.
You gotta give them some credit for putting a tie on today.
And he is up for re-election this year, so he may be waving extra as he gets around. Shaking a few more hands. We just. But it is an election year. I mean, you can't every 6 years.
For those who are here, they're definitely getting that too, because there's been a lot of campaign people.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I've been seeing signs.
Well, you're not supposed to give things out.
No, but they sneak.
There's ways around.
Oh, yeah.
What does that say, Doreen Scanlon?
Hey, this is most beautiful commercial coming our way.
Can't miss them.
American Beauties on the runway. Love to see that.
And that holds some real royalty here, guys. That boat that's coming our way.
Yes, really want to see that one.
It's taking a little longer, and that's because it has Miss and Little Miss 4th of July on
Precious
it.
cargo on there.
Exactly.
Strolling by.
Everyone wants a chance to see these.
They're the ladies. You've spoken to just about
ladies.
everybody on this float. I'm at one time or another involved with the actual ceremony itself for many, many years.
Yes. It really is an amazing program. It teaches these young women such poise. Look at that. She's 9. That is.
Well, just to be able to put up with that horn for 2 hours, you should get an award for that.
Miss 4th of July 2018 is Jade Raymond.
Okay, big fella, why don't we
and Little Miss 4th of July, it is Addison.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'm going to say it quick. Addison Abadi. She is Little Miss 4th of July.
Sneak it in there.
He loves that
Happy 4th, Jade.
Let's let the horn take us to break. One more time. I mean, I know you're itching to hit that horn. There it is.
There we go.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Bold meets sweet. With Dunkin's new brown sugar cold brew, sweetly balanced with brown sugar.
The 233rd Bristol 4th of July Parade, streaming live on abc6.com, is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm Steve Contenti, Bristol Town Administrator. On behalf of all of us at the Bristol Town Hall, we wish all of you a happy and safe 4th of July. Happy 4th of July!
The 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, brought to you by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses. If you see news happening, call the ABC6 Newsroom toll-free at 1-800-755-6666 or email us at news@abc6.com.
You know those days when you wake up as achy as the day before? Sleeping on the same old mattress won't help.
The right mattress for you makes all the difference.
You've been told you have to sleep on a firm, hard mattress to be supported. Not exactly. Depending upon your body type and preference, you could sleep on a soft sleep surface and be perfectly supported at the same time.
Get up to 50% off 4th of July floor sample clearance savings on sleep sets at all Carty's Furniture and Mattresses.
Was that your sandwich? No. That was your sandwich.
Go-getters, get 2 with Dunkin' Go-Tos. New deals for $2, $4, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bristol. Happy 4th of July. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for letting us be part of your day today on America's birthday. 242nd birthday for America. America's looking good.
Looking better and
Doesn't
better
look
every year.
A year over 200.
No, not at
What do
all.
you think?
And we really do appreciate everybody making us a part of the day, because it is such a day for family and friends
It
and
is.
just
It's seeing old
celebrating our
friends
country,
and
right?
getting back together, and it's tradition, it's fun. And this is tradition and fun right here. The Orange Crate Derby winners. We, in our pre-show coverage, showed the kids taking part in this year, and the involvement with the moms and the dads and the uncles and the grandfathers and the grandmothers, and those little race cars are so cool. These are not them. These are go-karts, but I love go-karts anyway. Even as a kid, that was my first, like, oh, I can't wait to drive. Let me get in a go-kart. And then bumper cars, of course, as well.
Did you do the Cranston lean in those
I did do
too?
the Cranston lean in that. When I was at Rocky Point, leaning off to the right, which is a mistake in bumper cars, by the way.
Well, you were just probably riding the side the whole
no,
time,
I
right?
was a good bumper car.
Cool in the bumper car.
I was just smashing everybody. It was great.
I want to mention the winner for the Orange Crate Derby, Kara Pisasali, because that's a pretty great accomplishment for Kara.
What was her? I'm sorry, I missed it.
She
The kid
won.
with the horn is just
She won the
right.
Orange Crate Derby.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
her sister won the junior division. Talk about
Pretty
a family
cool.
tradition.
A lot of talent in that family.
There's the button contest winner, Sienna.
I'm talking about.
She used the K through 5 winner. Forrest, Doreen.
Forrest Rodriguez.
He won the overall.
Right, it's his button that
Sienna's
people are wearing here
K
in
through
town.
5 winner, yes.
And you said, Doreen, did you say earlier that Forrest is watching the parade?
He's watching the parade
okay.
for the first time because this is his 3rd year winning, so he hasn't really had a
He's
chance
always
to
been in
watch
it.
the past couple of years, so he said he just wanted to sit on the sidelines for this year.
Wants to see what it's like on the other side,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Kids are out of school having fun. Bristol Warren School District. This is a big thing for them too. They get to see their friends. Unified basketball, which is such a fantastic program. My oldest son Jack was involved with that at his high school, and it's really, really a great thing. Whoever came up with that, I'm compliments can you give to that person. What a great idea.
It's true. It's an inclusive team, and these guys were the state champs this year, John.
Well, they have extra reason to be proud this year then.
Look at them.
Congratulations.
Oh, look at those smiles on those guys. I love it.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July.
You're on TV.
Smile. Shoot a few baskets for us. Come on. All right. Happy 4th. Congratulations on the state championship. That's great. That's fun. That is really fun. Is it me, or are you starting to feel a little warm?
A little bit.
A little?
It's gonna get a little warm. Well, we're all officially in the sun now at this point.
The shade has worn off, unfortunately. The sun angle.
See, these folks have the
it.
right idea. They have some patriotic
There it is.
parasols right there. I like that idea. It's funny, though, you do see all sorts of different ways that people have to keep cool. We've got, of course, the tents and then the umbrellas, and there's even, like, camping tents that are out.
That's a great idea.
I really like that.
Just
See,
That's
see
serious.
These folks, they were smart.
But you have to get here bright and early. There they are, the canopies, to get that kind of spot. But that's what you need. If you have a big group coming, that's the way to go.
Absolutely. And the bigger the group, the harder it is to get a good spot.
These folks may be roasting right now. They're from Wisconsin.
Oof.
Oh, boy.
Lakeside Lutheran High School. Welcome to Rhode Island.
This is a group made up of about 100 students. They're grades 8 through 12. And this is just one of a lot of parades that they're in this summer. They're even going to do a 15-day tour of the East Coast and even head up into Canada for a little while.
That's fantastic. How much fun is that for these kids? What a great experience. See the country and perform in America's oldest 4th of July celebration. Let's listen in to the Lakeside Lutheran Warrior Band from Wisconsin. I want to mention the band director there, Glenn Poofall, assistant director Jeff Litke, drum major Catherine Rickard. Thank you for coming to Bristol, folks. Hope you have a fantastic time. There's St. Mary's Parish. Hello, happy 4th.
Got the Warren Town Council coming right by us.
I've seen that guy everywhere with the flags.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
everywhere last night.
Oh, yeah, last night. That's right, at the park. He was also in, I can't remember which reporter, but one of our reporter stories as well.
I want to say it was Daniel's package. Oh, maybe it was.
We have yet another float coming our way, and that is the St. Mary's Church. And they won the most patriotic non-commercial. They do a judging before the parade over at Mount Hope High School, and they won that title this year.
And they take this very seriously for obvious reasons. They're part of this community. They're in this every single year, and their theme is, "In God George trusted, in God we trust."
They have a lot of their clergy from the churches here in town marching alongside with that float as well.
Beautiful job.
Which is nice. It's nice to see all the different faiths represented there as they march together. With the most patriotic non-commercial.
George Washington, guys. He's here with us today.
He's looking good, too.
If he's going to be anywhere, he's going to be in Bristol on the 4th.
He still has the energy to put his foot up.
His hair's still looking good, too.
Yeah, he does. Got great hair. That's why he's president. You have great hair like that.
Why?
You become president.
Yeah.
Well, then, John, by all accounts, you'll be president.
You think
That's
so?
true.
Yeah,
I would
thank
say so, too. Yeah. Here's that clergy that we were talking about.
Right there?
What's going on?
Is that the clergy?
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
They're
There's a guy
coming
on
by.
a
Yeah.
skateboard.
Hey, you never know.
We jest.
He's actually on wheelie shoes.
Most original non-commercial float. St. Michael's Episcopal Church. The 300th anniversary celebration.
So this is the church's anniversary, 300 years.
St. Michael's, which is, if I'm not mistaken, right there.
Yeah, so if you can see, they did a replica of their church. It's going to pass the actual church, and we can compare side-by-side views.
Side by each. And if you had any question as to why it's Hope in Church,
Yep.
there's the church. And here's Hector Massa, remembering Hector Massa, who had passed. He died April 20th last year at 94. He's another ensconced member of this community. Athletic Director Roger Williams. Worked at the Bristol Y. Member of the Coast Guard. Jerry Medeiros as well.
He was the Hattie Brown winner in 2013 too, Hector Massa.
Jerry Medeiros, longtime member of the 4th of July committee. He's the one got all the bands together, which is a huge undertaking. Jerry passed recently as well. And Jack Barton, veteran as well as another dignitary. Also want to recognize those folks.
Quick mention about Jack. He would collect flags at town hall and then dispose of them properly. And everybody kind of knew that about what he would do with the community.
Because sometimes they don't know what to do with it, right? And you want to make sure that it's taken care of in the proper, respectful way. So that's really a great service there.
Well, you know, you just can't throw it away.
Right.
Exactly.
You would take care of that. We have a lot more to come, everybody. So stick around. We'll be right back.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry, take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you, just leave your troubles behind. Sail away on the Black Island Ferry.
Get to Block Island fast on our high-speed ferries from Point Judith, Newport, and Fall River. From Point Judith, you can be there in just 30 minutes. For schedules and rates, go to blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996.
Hey, it's Paul, owner and head chef of Leo's Ristorante and Catering here in the heart of downtown Bristol, serving authentic Italian cuisine for over 70 years. Enjoy our take on Italian-American classics. Join us for brunch on Sunday from 11 to 2, featuring our bottomless mimosas and our original breakfast pizza. Find us on Facebook or visit our website at leosristoranteri.com to see a complete and full menu or to book your next reservation.
Glove experience.
BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Get your summer on at BMW of Newport.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
If you're in the mood to hear some pipes, you are in the right place, and you picked the perfect time to listen in to the Catamount Pipe Band from Vermont. If you think they sound good, they do.
Yeah.
3-time New England champs, 4-time Northeastern champions. Currently the 2017 New England Pipe Band champion. Going to be in Scotland in August of this year, competing in the World Pipe Band Championships. So they really are something.
Can't help but tap your toes to that, right?
Absolutely.
Band manager Molly Stone, and hats off to Ian McCarg, the pipe major.
Hey, it's the Bristol Blues.
John's favorites.
It is. No gloves, and the pitcher throws underhand.
I kind of like that.
Which is better for your arm.
Yeah.
By the way, no arm injuries there.
Oh, here you go.
We're going to get Jeff Denoyer involved with this.
Here we go, John. Let's put you on the spot.
John can get it.
Come on. Johnny D.
There it is. Underhand. How are you, my friend? Happy 4th. That's the way baseball's supposed to be played. Did you guys see me catch that easily?
I did. I saw it.
No
It was pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. I saw.
Can we get a slow-mo
Red
of that?
Sox recruit.
Who is that big fella? It's Pat the Patriot.
Nice. Getting a lot of extra cheers. And as well as the cheerleaders as well.
New England's team, that's for sure.
We want to mention the woman you see here in the wheelchair. That is Miss Cindy Murray. You might remember the story, guys. She lost her wheelchair at the stadium, and Bob Kraft bought her another one. They did eventually find it in another part of the stadium, but Mr. Kraft replaced it. And then he also brought her to the AFC Championship game.
Yes, and that just says something about how quickly he stepped in to help, right?
Oh,
hello!
Sox
Look who it is! Hi, Sox!
Hi, Sox! Look ski
From
gorge.
the Paw Sox. Coming up to say hi.
She's even wearing a fireworks skirt. You know, they had
She is
fireworks at McCoy the other
Very
night.
festive today.
Yeah.
I like her headband with the flowers and
That's
everything.
the wonderful thing about New England sports. Our colors are red, white, and blue.
Makes it easy.
And how about the A10 champs?
Yes, URI's basketball team is here.
I thought they were a little tall walking down.
Nice. Under new head coach this year, David Cox.
I have high expectations for Coach Cox. I think he's going to be fantastic. Just the tone that he's setting.
Yeah.
Everything about the way he's doing things is first class. Taking over for Coach Hurley. Big shoes to fill,
Yeah.
obviously. But by all indications, he's going to do a phenomenal job. He's already started recruiting. He's brought a new recruit in for class 2019 already. And a lot of talent returning as well.
Oh, absolutely. These guys made it to the second round of the NCAA tourney last year. That's incredible.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun to watch this year. URI basketball, great to watch. PC basketball, Coach Cooley. Fans around here really treated to some great entertainment during the basketball season, that's for sure.
Wasn't it great to watch them cut down the net, too, when they won the A10?
Yes.
Just the
So
emotion. You can
exciting.
tell these guys are real close. And it really does so much, too, for the whole state, because everyone really united behind URI
Rallied
and
around
PC.
them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You're right, Doreen. Whether you're a PC alum or a fan and URI or vice versa, when it's your team that's not in it anymore, you want to root for the next best thing, and that was URI or PC. So it's fantastic.
A lot of fun. There's the Ram, too, coming down. He's getting lots of cheers. That's what you're hearing.
He's had a fun job
There's the
this
rodeo
last
Ram.
season, right?
Brody Ram's going to earn his money today. Let me tell you something.
Do you want to talk about being warm?
Wow.
In that outfit.
There's Belle on the fire truck.
Not something you see every day.
No.
A princess on a fire truck.
But she's smart. She's up there high. She gets all the breezes.
Yeah.
Fire truck clears the crowd very easily.
The Beast made sure she was in the right position.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Hi, Belle.
My daughter's going to be bummed that she missed that.
Oh, no.
Mommy, tell me about Belle.
I know. All the kids excited, too, because
I know. You see their faces light up, right, when they see the characters.
They recognize. They almost do a double take. It's like, wait, what?
They got to put these guys, I bet, up on the fire trucks, guys, because otherwise the little ones would run out and try to see them, I bet.
Right.
Right? Lesson learned from years past that you
Just
got to put
wanna
these guys
hug.
a little out of reach.
Well, they want to run out and touch them.
Exactly.
You're right. That's
exactly.
right. As much as it seems like fun, it can be dangerous.
Yeah. But it's good. They still get to see
Especially
them.
for little
These two
ones.
look familiar.
Yeah, mouse characters, hello.
Hello, hello.
Firefighters
Mickey's
taking him
blowing
around in
kisses.
style.
Oh, wow. Nice. Wow. Gorgeous. Look at that truck, too.
All right, we're going to let them take us to break. Don, take us out on that shot. We'll be right back with our live coverage from Bristol, the 233rd 4th of July celebration.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Bold meets sweet. With Dunkin's new brown sugar cold brew, sweetly balanced with brown sugar.
Carty's Furniture and Mattresses has been in business since 1928. And we're celebrating with up to 50% off 4th of July clearance savings in all departments.
Carty's offers the largest selection of furniture and mattresses with the best award-winning customer service.
Shop Carty's Furniture and Mattresses today, and for a limited time, save up to 50% off floor sample clearance closeouts or get up to 6 years no interest financing on non-clearance purchases.
Nobody beats Carty's. Nobody. If you've got a friend that's been drinking this holiday, say give me those keys. And download the Rob Levine free taxi app on your smartphone.
Don't let a friend drive home drunk. Getting a free holiday taxi ride is now easier than ever. On your smartphone, search for Rob Levine and download the Rob Levine Holiday Safe Driving app. Use this app to get your free taxi ride home. It's easy, quick, and smart.
If your friend's been drinking, say give me those keys and send them home in a free taxi from me. Now that's real friendship.
In Rhode Island, big is more than the size of a Newport mansion. Big is how Rhode Island business is thinking. It's also why more companies look to Signature Commercial Banking from Bank RI. Because with the expertise of Bank RI's commercial banking team and the resources to help companies achieve even bigger goals, when business thinks big, Bank RI is there. Signature Commercial Banking from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Was that your sandwich? No. That was your sandwich.
Go-getters, get 2 with Dunkin' Go-Tos. New deals for $2, $4, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Welcome back to beautiful Bristol on America's birthday. Thank you so much for joining us in this amazing celebration, the longest running Independence Day celebration in the entire country. And you can really just feel the amazing atmosphere that's out here, the energy of the people that are in the parade and that are watching the parade as well. This is the Mystic Highland.
Yep, Mystic Highland Band. That is some talent to play those bagpipes on a day like today. That's pretty amazing. This whole route.
I like how they started, though. That's the best part. They're working an electric boat in Groton. And said, hey, let's strike up a band. And here they are. Started in 1969. And they're still going strong.
That is so
17th
cool.
time performing in the Bristol 4th of July parade.
And here are the former chief marshals, of which Kathy Bazinet will be riding in. It was Ray Cordero and Oriane Lima.
Husband and wife.
Husband and wife, yes. 2003 chief marshals there. This is fun for these folks too, because they have Ismani Coria, chief marshal in 2007. I saw Manny put on, I believe it was on Twitter that he put it out. He was going to wear his friend's shirt. I think he was wearing Hector Massa's shirt in honor of his friend who had passed.
Oh, nice.
He wanted to remember him on this day. Just thinking about him, which was a nice touch, I think, by Manny.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing.
All about remembering what got us here.
You talk about the legacy of once you're a chief marshal, you're part of this elite club of people. And then you get to ride the parade every day.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. You get to do it in style too.
Yeah.
In the car.
I love all these cars.
It's Tony Texera.
Yeah, 2012 chief marshal.
Happy 4th.
Tony Tex always has a flashy hat. Look at that hat. His beautiful wife next to him.
Look at that
Fancy
shirt.
shirt, yes.
United States, made out of the
Convertible.
American flag.
It's David Barboza, a longtime council member, chief marshal in 2014.
There he is.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't David have a Segway? Didn't he ride on like a scooter thing or a Segway? I could have sworn he had that.
David looks very
somebody
comfortable
did,
back
John.
there.
I'm trying to remember if that was him. And it was funny because we get to know them all so well,
Yes.
right? Leading up to the parade the year that they're the chief marshals.
Gail Perel, Lisa Sinkowitz, their sisters. They were the chief marshals last year.
I was just
You
thinking
know
of
them.
that with Lisa and Gail, and then with Raymond and Oriane. How neat that must be, right? To have this high honor,
Enjoy
but then
it
have it
together.
with either your husband or wife or your sister like that. Exactly.
Hi guys! Happy 4th!
Happy 4th.
I love the sister aspect of Gail and
Right.
Lisa. I really do.
Really can enjoy it together. It's really nice. A nice
I think
moment.
they said last year, it really wouldn't have felt right without the other being there too, because a lot of what they had done was together, and so sharing that honor just kind of was the last piece to the puzzle.
Had a chance to interview them last year for the parade and leading up to it. And there was a picture of them as little girls on the parade route that their mom or dad or somebody had taken. They were just like literally like the little girl picture you'll remember from the 70s and 80s, and they're all, it's cute. And here they are all these years later as chief marshals.
Right. What an honor.
Really is neat. And they share it with their families now as well. The tradition keeps going.
And we've talked about that with the tradition, right? How important it is going forward that you want to make sure that you're bringing the kids out here to the parade, because of course it's a really great time, but also to teach them what it's about, who we're honoring, the sacrifices of our men and women who have served our country. And that's really what's going to keep this parade going forward for another 233 years.
Absolutely. This is the spirit of Atlanta from Atlanta.
Let me guess. Atlanta.
From Atlanta. Yes, they made the trip up. So this heat is nothing for them. This is nothing. Like, what are people complaining about? This is so comfortable.
They
This
were back
is
at the high
nothing.
school like, let me tell you how you deal with things.
Exactly. Let's listen into the spirit of Atlanta and enjoy their presentation.
That is a big
Really well
group.
done.
That is a big group.
Wow.
Core director is Chris Moore. They're known for their brass and soulful and sultry sound of the southern hometown region. Sound pretty good.
Yeah. They've been DCI World Champions 20 times.
In the finals, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's just since 1978, too. A couple years after they were founded, they started the tradition.
There's some students from Roger Williams University representing their fine institution. And we had talked about their float. Alana had gone down to meet with them as they're putting on the finishing touches, and it paid off. The most original commercial. Students at Roger Williams University, they've done it again. All
Well, with that
things-
kind of energy, how do you not
Right,
put it into
It's
your
true.
float?
Hometown heroes at an American celebration.
So it's a party on that
I want to
float.
take a good look at this.
At a cookout.
So that I think the side, yes, the side has all things Bristol on it. Mount Hope Bridge, the Welcome to Bristol sign.
And I know it's kind of hard to see in the shot, but those little paintings on the sides have unbelievable detail. They are just incredible.
And there's Hope Street as well. There's Hope Street.
Happy 4th, guys.
Hey, happy 4th.
Well done on the float.
Nice job.
You know, when
There's the-
Alana did her story and we were looking at the float, even though it wasn't all put together, we're just seeing little bits
Oh,
and
who are
pieces.
these people?
I knew they
We
were
let
gonna
anybody
win.
on or
Oh, don't
what?
wave. Don't wave to them.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
We know them.
We want to thank BMW of Newport for providing that fantastic car for Liz and Shelley to ride around in.
And
That's
need a
style
beautiful
right
car
there.
For two beautiful ladies,
Absolutely.
Right?
Hey, happy 4th.
Hi. Good to see them.
I wonder if they planned the stripes.
They must have
I
coordinated.
think they did.
They absolutely did. Are you kidding me?
Looking good, ladies. Chelsea getting the heat this week.
Oh,
Practice
she's
that
got the wave down.
Nicholas,
she was ready.
Nikki, and Melissa Randall.
Now we really know they're just letting anybody in.
Showing us up with the
A white convertible
Poor Melissa.
and a blue convertible.
She's having a good time, Melissa.
Nice little 4 Series there from BMW of Newport. Thank you so much for
Oh, Nick's getting hugs
taking
over
us
here.
around in style. Happy 4th of July, guys. Hey.
This is Melissa's first time riding in the parade.
Oh, is it
She's
really?
really excited.
That's
about
cool.
getting
She's
a
going to
chance.
enjoy that. The best
Yes.
part, Melissa, is to come.
Yes.
The whole ride is
Oh,
fun.
the postal van. But we know that the driver's wife is watching at home, and so we wanted to make sure we said hi to his wife. I was giving that little tidbit this morning.
Nice. I like
Monroe
tidbits. And that was
Dairy.
classy. Thank you for showing us your stomach. That was nice.
Live TV, folks. Live TV.
Monroe Dairy.
Mhm.
We saw the little milk truck go by. Now here comes the band. Established. Were they established in 1881?
I think Monroe Dairy. Yeah. Well, you know, it was sold in December, too, Monroe Dairy, to a group of longtime customers. But their plan is to still maintain the business, still keep their headquarters in East Providence.
It works.
Status quo, right?
It's been working for this long. Why change anything?
Cow to your door in no more than 48 hours. Wow.
Because how many houses do you drive by and you see the Monroe Dairy? Sound correct. Mandatory, I guess, for the ladies to have coconut breath.
I think so.
Adorable.
I don't know how many
Love
times.
it. Oh, and this is so cool too. The cow, of course. I And then right behind the cow is the old-fashioned delivery truck too, which is really neat to see.
Now I wish they still made the deliveries in that.
I see the delivery trucks on my way to work every morning.
Do you really?
Before the sun
Oh, yeah.
comes up. Yeah. Sure
Probably
thing.
a little bit bigger these days because they have so many
a little
deliveries.
bit. Right next to each other on 95.
Oh, recognize this next lady coming up. This is Tara Granahan
Hey,
from
Tara.
WPRO.
Hey.
She said she was going to give us a special wave.
Happy 4th of July, Tara.
There she is.
Oh, she looks so beautiful. So good to see her out there this morning.
Of course, she's on WPRO, but she used to work at Channel 6 many moons ago.
Right. She did.
Great to see her.
Did.
Always fun to see Tara. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll let Tara take us to break, but we'll be right back with more live coverage from Bristol for the 233rd 4th of July celebration. Please stay with us.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
The 4th of July is a great time to celebrate our country's independence with family and friends. But July 4th is also the most dangerous day of the year. The law offices of Ronald J. Resmini would like to remind you to be safe this summer and have a happy 4th of July.
It's the day's stories that matter most to you. Go beyond the newscast and weigh in on what people will be talking about tomorrow. ABC 6 on Facebook Live. Join the conversation.
Every day in the United States, another 27 people die from alcohol-related accidents.
That's one person every 51 minutes.
The good news is these numbers are going down in Rhode Island, but we still have a long ways to go.
Please plan ahead. It's everyone's responsibility to keep friends and family off the road when they've had too much to drink.
Remember, the only thing worse than waking up to my face is not waking up at all.
This message has been brought to you by University Surgical Associates.
The 233rd Bristol 4th of July Parade, streaming live on ABC6.com, is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts.
ABC 6 wants to see how you get ready for the 4th.
Send us your videos and your pictures. Share your patriotic pride.
You can post them on our Facebook page or tweet them using the hashtag ABC6Bristol4.
Brought to you by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses.
Low on cash and credit? Been turned down? Check out JD Byrider's Super Savings Event, where you could drive for as low as $0 down. Yes, it's a super time to get a better car at JD Byrider, where every vehicle is road ready now. And ask about our optional 2-year, 24,000-mile service coverage. Plus, you can get top dollar for your trade. Get your fast approval process started at gojdb.com and get on the road for as low as $0 down.
JD Byrider.
The 4th of July is a great time to celebrate our country's independence with family and friends. But July 4th is also the most dangerous day of the year. The law offices of Ronald J. Resmini would like to remind you to be safe this summer and have a happy 4th of July.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Where else would you rather be on the 4th of July than Bristol, Rhode Island? I can't think of a place.
Nope.
And if you can't be here, we can give you the next best thing. Live coverage from our spot here at Hope and Church as you take a look at Cranston East, my alma mater. Very proud to say I'm from Cranston East. I'm a Thunderbolt. There's Mayor Fung. Jackets off, wisely.
Cranston hosted the drum and bugle corps competition
Right.
last night.
Always a big tie.
It is. You need a stadium that size to be able to take in that size of equipment and personnel and the number of people involved. But let's listen into Cranston East.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt sounding good?
Yes.
Yeah, some real school spirit. I saw some green hair in there too. That's school spirit.
That is school spirit.
This is your alma mater, John.
Bristol Theater Company. Thespians are here. Let the acting begin.
Yeah, they're busy working on their big show coming up July 19th through the 22nd. They're going to be performing Elf Jr.
So if you need a little break from the heat,
Yes.
go and watch a show about Christmas, right?
Yeah, they're right around the corner from here, guys. Right where their theater is.
I'll see all the kids.
Yes, the future stars.
Showing us some moves.
You know they're going to have fun the whole way around.
Oh my
The heat's not going to bother them one bit.
No.
They're doing a Macarena. Is that the Macarena?
I think there's some dance moves.
There's some dance moves there. All right.
Must be
Very
from the show.
reminiscent of the Macarena.
Maybe a version of it.
So Elf is one of my favorite Christmas movies. I absolutely, I think it's hilarious. Elf Jr., as you can see, lots of kids involved, so it's going to be a younger cast. What a fun show for them to do, though.
These are kids you don't really have to say, hey guys, remember to smile.
Yeah, exactly.
They got it down. Right on cue for us.
Hi guys, happy 4th.
I think I see Mia Campagna on that.
I do too.
I just saw our friend's daughter.
I see her too. Yes,
Yes.
she's so cute.
The Funky Carnival. Look at these clowns.
You've been waiting all
I
day
have.
to say that.
Well, it's one of my favorite
All
sayings.
day.
And these are actual clowns. Are these scary clowns, though? Can you, as you put your mom hat on, say if these are scaring the kids or no?
Not this far away.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You
They're
can't
too
see?
silly and they're
Okay.
having too much fun to be scary.
They're close on TV, but they're still far away from us at this point.
They're from Canada.
Cool. Can't be scary with the pots on your head.
No. Although the nose scares me a little bit, I'm going to be honest.
Does it?
Hitting his head.
I know, that's gotta, talk about getting an instant headache.
They're having fun though, and the kids are having fun watching them too. You can see all the little guys on the side of the street laughing at them. So no scary clowns.
Thank you.
Nope, those are some big shoes too.
I think the hairdos help, too.
I thought I had a lot of hair. They must be hot in that. Wow.
Oh man, oh man. The
princesses.
Disney princesses. Well, they pulled out the big guns too. We got Elsa and Anna and
Yay.
Moana.
You think the little kids like seeing that?
Oh, those are the real favorites.
Yeah.
Now we need Elsa to get maybe just cool it a little bit. She can use her powers, right?
Yep, let it go.
Yeah, the cloud just came over,
I
so
like
maybe
the
there's something going on there, Christina.
See?
Give us a little
That's-
coverage.
That's her power, and the cold never bothered her anyway.
It's a 1947 fire truck, by the way.
That's pretty neat.
The ladder on the side. Imagine a firefighter going up on a wooden ladder to fight a fire.
No.
That's courage.
Gosh, can you hear the cheer?
Christina, you have to talk about the
This is one of
Clydesdales.
my absolute favorites. Look at just the majesty of these Clydesdale horses here.
Spectacular is the word that comes to mind.
And you talk about the training too. Not only just the look of them and just how, because they're so magnificent, they're so huge, but the training and how well they keep themselves in this environment where you have thousands of people around them screaming. You have the muskets going off, you have the military flyover, and they're not spooked at all. This is how well trained my horse is as well.
Sure, they're just
I wish.
amazing creatures,
They
aren't they?
really, really are. Just and so gentle too. I've had the pleasure of meeting the Clydesdales in person, and they are. I mean, they're so massive they could take you down with one little foot stomp, but they're so gentle. They're so kind. Trainers do a really unbelievable job with them.
Magnificent sight, they really are. The Hallamore Corporation of Holbrook, Mass. They've been around for a while, 1898.
Yeah, they've been coming here 30 years or so. You have to stay here with us, Christina. You can't follow the Clydesdales.
I know.
Okay?
As much
I
as
know
you wanna
wanna
be
go,
going jumping
but you
on.
have to stay here with us for now.
Okay.
A real horse lover over here, guys. Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, that wraps up the Chief Marshal's Division, which means what's next? The militia, the military division is coming up next. And this is where you start to see the applauses really ramp up. You know, it's a polite applause, certainly for the Chief Marshal's Division, but as we get into this division, and for obvious reasons, you'll notice the applause really jump up.
The division marshal here is Sergeant Kevin Antonovich, leading things here, and the Naval Station Newport.
United States Marines leading the color guard there as well.
Right, left, left.
People start to recognize who it is coming, and then just, again, the applause.
Yep.
You can hear it.
You can hear it
almost
picking up
like
right
a
now.
wave from my
Exactly.
end. Yeah.
Once they realize who they're seeing. And you also notice too a lot of people standing up.
Yes.
Once this division starts as well.
This is the Navy Band Northeast coming by us. Let's listen to these guys. just something about seeing this sea of white and the precision with which they're all stepping. It's so moving, guys.
The whitest white you'll ever see.
Yes.
Right there.
Oh.
I just got goosebumps.
Same.
I did.
Same. I just feel really well done with pride right now. With
Right.
This is really unbelievable.
And as you said, the precision too, seeing them come down this big of a group is just unbelievable. You know, on the band as well, they're one of only 11 official U.S. Navy bands in the country. That's really,
and that's a big deal. It's hard to get in their band.
exactly.
They're not just taking anybody who can whistle. I'll tell you right now, in the active military members making their way through Army, Navy, Marine, Air Force, Coast Guard. But I did not know, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, the Defense Department is the one that sets the order for which they'll march.
I did not know that.
I just learned that, so it is pretty interesting. Maybe.
So is it the same then, same order in each parade, I would imagine?
I don't know. I don't know. But here it is. See the Navy members right now. Thank you so much for your service.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Amazing. Don't they look great? And sounding great is the Burlington Teen Tour Band from Ontario, Canada.
Thank you for making the trip down.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bristol. Welcome to New England.
They are Canada's oldest and largest youth marching bands, formed in 1947. They have about 200 members, you guys, all between the ages of 13 and 21. They've really performed all over the place.
All over.
And this is kind of neat. They already know what they're doing next June. They are going to be representing the youth of Canada at the 75th anniversary of D-Day in England and France.
That is a big deal.
Amazing.
Let's listen in. Burlington Teen Tour Band from Canada.
Like those band uniforms. Those are pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right, we've got the U.S. Navy float coming in here.
This is one of the replicas I love to watch. Get a look
The
at.
detail.
Aircraft carrier. I don't know if you can tell on TV or not, but you see it as it goes by in the little things in the corners and the little
That's just it.
details.
Nothing is missed.
Happy 4th of July. Got the old replica planes, look like World War II era on the back.
The USS Wasp says.
That's the Wasp?
Was, yep.
Nice.
It's neat too to see the planes, the replica planes on there as well, because then you see just how massive the aircraft carrier is by seeing how small the planes look on it.
Now the U.S. Air Force Color Guard. So now we know it's Navy, Air Force. Let's see what comes up next. I'm going to guess the Army, but you never know. Such precision again, as you'd expect from the Honor Guard members.
Is that applause again?
There's the JFK aircraft carrier. It's sponsored by the Rhode Island Aviation Hall of Fame, USS Kennedy. And not, again, it gives you a great sense. You see a plane in person, you think, wow, that's massive. And then you, in relation to what the aircraft carrier is, and I know this is obviously not the scale, but you get the idea. I think that's fun too, for big kids and little kids to see that. You know, it's like, I used to build models when I was a kid, and I had little planes and things like that. And would love
Nothing
that
like that though, John?
No, nothing like that. There's the old Teddy ball game.
This is something too that people really look forward to seeing
I think
every
so
year
too. And
as
people
well.
forget that.
Yeah.
I mean, the modern athlete the idea of a modern athlete getting in that and going to fight in World War II, not just show up and take pictures and sign autographs and lift spirits, as he could have easily done.
A year. Right.
Ted Williams actually flew that plane. Think about that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
John Glenn, Ted Williams, they were bros. They were buddies.
Look at that. Wow.
It's fantastic.
You see that piece of history, too, going down the route like that. And just being up close and seeing that like that.
It's very impressive.
Coast Guard boat coming by us, 26-footer here.
Coast Guard's next up, okay.
Yep. Keeping the waterways safe.
There's the Army Division now. Rhode Island Air National Guard. Army National Guard, I should say. Thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you.
Hi, Mom.
I think it's also really neat for people who are here and watching on TV as well to get a chance to really see the vehicles and the aircrafts and the boats and what they use to operate with every day as well. I think that's really a unique opportunity for people.
Absolutely, and you get to see how things have changed from over the years too. You know, we've seen a lot of the older fire trucks so far, just to see how things have evolved. And oh my gosh, I didn't realize they used to have the wooden ladders or whatever.
Yeah.
Those little details that maybe you didn't know about, and seeing it up close and personal is really neat.
Please play.
Thank you. I like that sign. Thank you. Hey,
well, who can say no to that face?
I'd love to check in with Jeff Denoyer, see what he's doing. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's causing trouble.
Oh boy.
He might have got an ice cream cone or
think
Dells or something too.
That's a
See him.
smart thing to do.
He's over there. He's enjoying the parade. Look at him. Hello.
He is. He found shade.
Well, he's right about the forecast as usual.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's looking good. He's hot and humid, and that breeze is a lifesaver, though. Two things today, the breeze and that cloud. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a cloud, but that cloud moves over, boop, gives us a little coverage.
Perfect. As soon as the sun goes in, just behind that cloud a little bit, it's perfect because you're still getting, bright and sunshine. Breeze comes in, cools us down a little bit. It's beautiful out here.
Beautiful day here in Bristol for this, the 233rd 4th of July celebration. We've got a lot more to come for you. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
You know those days when you wake up as achy as the day before? Sleeping on the same old mattress won't help.
The right mattress for you makes all the difference.
You've been told you have to sleep on a firm, hard mattress to be supported. Not exactly. Depending upon your body type and preference, you could sleep on a soft sleep surface and be perfectly supported at the same time.
Get up to 50% off 4th of July floor sample clearance savings on sleep sets at all Carty's Furniture and Mattresses.
Your whole family can save on auto insurance from AAA. AAA insurance agents will get you protection you can count on from a name you trust. So no matter what your insurance needs are, we got this. Get a quote from AAA today.
Hi, I'm Ed Madeira, CEO of East Commerce Solutions. Everybody in Rhode Island has a guy. Well, I want to be your guy for credit card processing. I want to be your guy for POS. I want to be your guy for payroll services. Call today and take advantage of our interest-free financing, free EMV terminal, no charge setup for payroll. East Commerce Solutions, servicing Rhode Island since 1994. East Commerce Solutions, we are your local merchant service provider. Have yourself a great day.
Hi, I'm attorney Stephen Dennis, and I represent injured workers who've been hurt on the job. What most workers don't realize is I don't get paid unless I win. Call me today, attorney Stephen Dennis, legal representation you can count on.
At New England Tech, we're helping our students succeed in their chosen fields. Get a head start on your college education. Summer classes are enrolling now. Call today and see how you can turn your passion into a great career.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
So what do you guys want to talk about?
Oh,
What are
my
you doing?
goodness.
Just hanging?
This is, I love this division though, because this really is so special for the folks who are here and getting to see this in person.
It is awesome. Thanking the servicemen and women, currently serving in the military, in all branches of the military. These are the folks from the Army right now, and a really nice round of applause for them. And thank you for your service. Really, we really cannot thank you enough.
All right, now we've got a band, or a drum corps, excuse me, coming in. Carolina Crown from Fort Mill, South Carolina. These guys are good, so let's listen.
All right, I like that.
Dance along with them, right?
I'll tell you, the first year I covered the parade, I remember these guys, and they've stuck with me ever since. They truly are one of my favorites. They really get down with it, right?
They do.
I love it. They love what they're doing.
They're so into it. And the crowd just feeds off of that.
Well, the energy, you're right, Christina, the performance that they're giving. I'm trying to pick up the song.
I
think it's a 70s song, but I can't figure out what it is.
A quick mention to the Blue Star Mothers that came by, of course, the organization supporting military parents. We want to mention them, of course.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely.
And we are on to the militia division. There's the Blue Star Moms.
Okay, good.
All right, good, yes.
There we go. Want to make sure we show them, of course. So here is the militia division.
Militia's fun. You know, I think the kids like it. I know I always like to see the colonial militia, the historic reenactment groups.
Except some kids
They
don't
fire
like
off the
that.
muskets. They don't like that part?
So some of the kids, you'll see a couple plugging their ears along
probably.
the sides.
Probably.
And then they plug their noses because
it
they
smells.
has that gunpowder smell. It hasn't
so
wafted this way yet, John.
But you see the reenactment groups, the fife and drum bands will be coming through, the old battleships, weapons, wartime relics, that sort of stuff. It's always fun to take a look back and to see the uniforms and what
Can't
it
help
used
but
to
feel
look like.
patriotic when you see these guys, right?
Well, I do. And, cover your ears.
It's okay. And even when I know it's coming, every time though I jump. But it does. It really brings you to that time.
Well, it does. I think it speaks also to the history of this as we talk about, 233 years and 242 birthdays for America and 233 they've celebrated in Bristol. And it was a Revolutionary War veteran, Reverend Henry Wright, started it. So, and we talked about it, I believe we talked about this last year. Soldiers from the Revolutionary War marched in this parade. Soldiers from 1812 marched in this parade. World War I, Civil War, Korean War, Vietnam, World War II, Iraq, Gulf Wars. It says a lot of things. One, we've had a lot of wars. Two, history here in Bristol. That one I jumped at.
Oh yeah, well, they're right here.
That was right by us.
Oh yeah.
And again,
here's the train of artillery. Here's the military relics from that time. You see the cannons and the guns and what they used. And the tents. That was not much of a tent back in the day.
No.
Just a little covering.
The Train of Artillery Museum just right around the corner from here in Bristol as well.
Those girls are having a good time, waving flags, getting a ride on the flatbed. Hi, ladies. Happy 4th.
Riding in style.
Yes.
They're like parade royalty right there.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back with more live coverage from Bristol on America's birthday.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Nobody warned you about this. One college grad back at home, and one newly moved-in mother-in-law, both competing for the same space. How do you build an addition for her and still build your retirement savings? That's a good question for your Webster banker, who will personalize a financial plan that fits your goals. So the only competition around here is the friendly kind. Webster Bank.
If you've got a friend that's been drinking this holiday, say give me those keys. And download the Rob Levine free taxi app on your smartphone.
Don't let a friend drive home drunk. Getting a free holiday taxi ride is now easier than ever. On your smartphone, search for Rob Levine and download the Rob Levine Holiday Safe Driving app. Use this app to get your free taxi ride home. It's easy, quick, and smart.
If your friend's been drinking, say give me those keys and send them home in a free taxi from me. Now that's real friendship.
Cox has all my entertainment in one place. Using the Contour voice remote with direct access to Netflix, I can easily navigate my kingdom. Just say, The Crown.
Take the Cox Challenge. Get a better bundle with Contour TV, voice remote, and up to 100 megs internet. Just $79.99 a month. Now with easy access to Netflix without switching remotes.
I think it's clear who holds the crown for entertainment. Go online and take the Cox Challenge today.
It's the nation's oldest 4th of July observance.
It's the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration.
Uniquely American.
Bristol's Civic, Military, and Firemen's Parade.
Don't miss a minute of it. Coverage begins 5 a.m. on July 4th on ABC6.
The parade is also streaming live on abc6.com.
Carty's Furniture and Mattresses is once again proud to present coverage of Bristol's 4th of July parade.
Only on ABC6.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bristol, where the fun continues on this 4th of July. We are right in the middle of the Militia Division.
This is the Bristol County Fife and Drum from Bristol. Let's listen in as they walk by our viewing area.
I said, well, because what else are you going to do if everyone in your family is with the group? What else are you going to do? But they said they do a lot of performances all year long, but of course, their absolute favorite is to be right here in their hometown for the 4th.
I don't know how I feel about this. There's a troll on top of this fire truck. Should I be concerned?
I might be wrong, but I think that's Poppy.
Oh, yes. We have the moms in-house for the win.
Score.
Yes.
Telling us which troll that is.
Score.
John, I don't mind them on the fire truck as long as they're there instead of on Twitter, then we're good.
Very nice, Christina.
Oh, wow.
Hold down for that.
This
from
is
East Greenwich. Yes, from East Greenwich. They've been around for a while. 1774, the Kentish Guards started, and here they are, 6th oldest continuous military music organization in the country.
And when they started, only 2 fifers and 2 drummers, so they've grown.
What else do you need?
I'd say. How about them? The Kentish Guards, formed in 1774. more.
What do you think of this parade,
So
this float, Doreen?
Well, I'll tell you, it is best in parade, and it's not just me saying that, John. That is the official ruling from the committee here. This float, the Patriotic American Eagle.
America embraces our female veterans.
I like that. Wood Street Cafe. Very
Look at
nice.
that oh, that's an awesome float. I see why they won.
Right?
The Eagle.
That is really pretty amazing.
Awesome.
Wow.
Tuxedo Rangers. Where the fife and drums are just rolling right along here. This is nice.
They're used to this, you know?
They're marching.
They got the
Keeping the
groove.
pace, that's right.
These are the Tuxedo Rangers from Warwick. They were founded in 1774 as well. Hello, ladies. Happy 4th of July to you. Take good care of that cannon.
They've got their waves down, too.
I think you have to. You just can't show up and not know how to wave. Can't have it. Trying to whistle, I can't. My mouth is dry.
I was gonna say,
Probably
you're
just
usually a
as
good
well.
Whistler.
Nice. A lot of applause for them as they keep going.
You guys, when Jack was a little kid, there was a song on the radio. He'd say, "Mommy, I love this song. It makes my foot move." All these years later, when I hear that, I think of that comment because it makes my hand and feet move.
I
When
was
hear
just
this,
gonna
it's
say, I
like,
started tapping along. You can't help it.
One of those, right?
it puts me in the spirit too, as if you weren't already in the spirit with the slice of Americana and the history and the patriotism and what this day means to our country, but also to the folks here in Bristol. When you start to hear that sort of stuff, the bands, something about the bands just gives you goosebumps. And when the Navy band came through, I felt the same way. You know?
It's those tunes that just bring you right to it, right?
And the seeing them, you know what I mean? Seeing the impressive groups, how big they are, our military members.
These folks are from New Hampshire. Pipes and drums.
Thanks for coming down to Rhode Island.
Yes.
Spend the holiday with us.
Their members are from all different ages. They have about 25 pipers and 15 drummers in this group. Pretty great. That group, the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums, they were formed back in 2002 by a world-renowned pipe major named Gordon Webster and a professional piper and adjudicator, Leslie Webster.
I also like seeing other bands from New England come down.
Absolutely.
You know, so much of that is, you know, our 6 little states. We love our New England, you know, from the old country, and everything was named after there. You know, it works New Hampshire, Bristol, all from England.
So closely tied. Even still to this day, we've talked at length about this and how we all work and play over state lines still together. So it is great to have them come down and be a part of this massive celebration.
I found it interesting that Bristol was named after Bristol, England, but not one of the founding members of Bristol is from the from England.
That is
from Bristol,
interesting.
England.
It is.
Yeah. But they chose Bristol. You chose wisely. Sounds great. It's a
You have
great name.
some good facts today, John.
I was actually studying for once. My teachers at Cranston East would say, "Not that kid."
They'd be very proud.
They don't have the clip.
We'll have to let them know.
So again, this is the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums. You know, too, it's worth mentioning that so many of these groups have a support team that's here with them. They bring them water. They have spritzer bottles to
They
squirt
need
them
it.
down.
I think I just got a little from them. That's kind of nice.
They just help support them as they go through the 2.5 miles.
Doreen, to your point, I don't know if you saw it from your angle, but there was a little guy in there. Did you see him?
Yeah.
The bagpipes were bigger than him, and he's marching right along.
Aww.
That's cool.
That's great.
That's a perfect time for us to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more live coverage from Bristol on this 4th of July. Please stay with us.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Bold meets sweet. With Dunkin's new brown sugar cold brew, sweetly balanced with brown sugar.
Few others on Earth can rival the strength of an ant relative to its size. Until now. The new 2018 GMC Terrain has arrived. Terrain, the powerful compact SUV from GMC.
Step up to GMC with 17% below MSRP on a Terrain Denali. That's over $7,300 below MSRP on this Terrain when you finance through GM Financial.
Hi, I'm Ed Madeira, CEO of East Commerce Solutions. Everybody in Rhode Island has a guy. Well, I want to be your guy for credit card processing. I want to be your guy for POS. I want to be your guy for payroll services. Call today and take advantage of our interest-free financing, free EMV terminal, no charge setup for payroll. East Commerce Solutions, servicing Rhode Island since 1994. East Commerce Solutions, we are your local merchant service provider. Have yourself a great day.
Carty's Furniture and Mattresses has been in business since 1928.
And we're celebrating with up to 50% off 4th of July clearance savings in all departments.
Carty's offers the largest selection of furniture and mattresses with the best award-winning customer service.
Shop Carty's Furniture and Mattresses today, and for a limited time,
save up to 50% off floor sample clearance closeouts or get up to 6 years no-interest financing on non-clearance purchases. Nobody beats Carty's. Nobody.
Was that your sandwich? No. That was your sandwich.
Go-getters, get 2 with Dunkin' Go-Tos. New deals for $2, $4, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, so far we've got the Chief Marshal Division in the books, the Military Division in the books. We just wrapped up the Militia, and now it's time for what I think is the real crowd favorite here, the Veterans Division.
You're going to notice fewer people actually seated as this division goes by as well.
Korean War veterans, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, other foreign wars as well. I understand 2 Iwo Jima veterans and some Korean War veterans. I don't believe we have any World War II veterans this year.
Quick hello to Dunkin' Donuts.
There's Cuppy.
Good thing he's iced.
Woo. Now that's the size iced coffee I think a lot of people today want.
It would go down very easily today, I would think.
A lot of people are trying to get Cuppy to come over to them, see if they can get some iced coffee out of him.
I may or may not have had a cup of iced coffee this morning. Here we go, another vehicle with another iced coffee. Perfect.
We got you covered when it comes to that.
A lot of smiles on this parade route. A lot of smiles.
You have to. Again, you can't come
so.
down
You
here,
have to,
right, and be all curmudgeon. There's no way.
No, absolutely not. And if you were in a bad mood when you got here, you're not anymore.
It'll turn you around.
I would think it would lift your spirits up, certainly. This is the Warren Police Department Color Guard leading the Veterans Division. It's nice that Bristol and Warren have that relationship, be a part of this as well on the big day. Because you know they work together leading up to this so much.
Absolutely.
So much involvement.
And as we said, it's there's so much that goes into putting this day together. You need support.
The Division Marshal is Walter Coelho, President of the Bristol Veterans Council. People recognizing that this is the Veterans Division and really why we're here.
And you can kind of hear it down the line, right? The cheer is already picking up. So where the veterans are coming down, you can hear it getting closer and closer. We don't need to see them, right? Because we can hear the crowd picking up where they are.
Right on cue. Our cameras picked them up.
Happy 4th to everybody.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your service. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. Yes.
Happy birthday, America.
VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. 2.1 million members.
Think about that, 2.1 million members.
And they're not done serving. They still volunteer all over the country. Millions of hours.
They do so much in so many communities.
You really do see them in so many places, whether it's an event or even just having a personal conversation with another veteran who's going through something similar that they truly can only understand. That's a really huge part of their service. Hi, thank you for your service. Happy 4th. I hear that from the veterans I work with it for ABC 6 Honors all the time, is how big it is for them to talk to other veterans who are now coming home and being able to share their experience. For some, it was very different, coming home from different wars. You know, in particular, the Vietnam War sticks out. But being able to share of how it was for them and
there's
tips.
A great shot of people coming out from the side to personally thank.
You're not supposed to do that, but how can you not allow
well, who's
it,
going
right?
to tell them not to do it?
Exactly.
No one. No one's going to tell them.
Take your time, guys. Everybody wants to thank you.
I don't think we can thank them enough.
Check out that vehicle all decked out there.
Statue of Liberty stickers.
Make sure we get those faces on TV so everyone at home gets to see them too.
Oh, this is the singing trooper.
Yeah.
Daniel Clark. I believe he's from Massachusetts State Trooper. Is that accurate? He is.
He is always here too, John.
Sing with me right now. Let's go. First one is Grand
You want
Old
to talk
Flag.
about
Fire me
enthusiasm?
up. Here we go. Come on.
Right here. Let's listen to the singing trooper.
Oh, he's getting out too.
Oh yeah.
Getting the crowd going.
Here we go. Oh yeah.
There's someone who's certainly not shy.
No. I wish you would break out of the shell.
Right?
They would add more to the performance.
Oh, he's coming our way. Hey, come on over here. Happy 4th. Happy 4th. Well done. Well done. Sergeant Daniel Clark with his red, white, and blue kicks on today.
He seems so scripted to me.
He didn't miss a beat. The second he saw us over here, he comes running.
Well, here's a top military float. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Beautifully done.
Of course, at Arlington National Cemetery, the tomb for U.S. service members who died without having their remains identified.
Happy 4th.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again. Just my children and my wife.
They're the Iwo Jima survivors of Rhode Island. Thank you, sir, for making it. Oh, both of them. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Really creating a very somber and respectful moment as these Iwo Jima veterans come through.
Yes.
Some of the
Perfect car for
fiercest
them to ride
and
into as well.
bloodiest fighting there,
Love it.
and just remarkable, remarkable.
Just an unbelievable battle.
Right.
It was.
Honor and remember.
Happy 4th, baby!
Great sign. So long as they're our veterans, the Elks will never forget them.
Is that what the sign said?
Yeah, the Elks are coming our way.
We do so much for our veterans.
They've got a big group here, the Elks. Hello, adorable children that are coming by ahead of this great float. Patriotism. I'm sorry. Thanking veterans for their service. There you go.
And the Elks are such an interesting group too because they work on so many different levels. They start off with kids and really working to make sure that they're fostering healthy habits growing up. Then they work with current veterans, and then they work with veterans once they get out of the service. Hi guys, happy 4th.
Got bands on there and everything. Nice. Got a big drum corps coming our way too, guys. The Boston Crusaders.
Their sponsors, Crossroads Restaurant.
They're founded in 1940. Shout out to their executive director, Christopher Holland.
They're part of those elite groups. You know, we've talked about that DCI World Championship, and they are a big part of that. Uh-oh, we're going to get something here.
They're winding up,
Looks like it.
revving up the engine.
Ooh.
Do you see that there? Some flips. How hot's that pavement
I was
on
just
their
thinking the
hands?
same exact thing. To be a kid.
What do you think, Johnny? We saw you catch the baseball. You think you could spin one of those?
Absolutely not. Or do a flip. Another
No.
back flip.
That's one group certainly happy with their uniform choice, I think, today, too.
Yes.
Lessons learned probably from past experiences.
And they're right down the road from Boston. So
That's
it's
right.
a nice, easy ride in for them. Glad they could join us for this. And all the bands and the drum corps, and they're so much a part of what makes this special.
Yeah, we've had, there will be a total of 22 bands and drum and bugle corps playing for us today.
It's really neat to see the mix between local and other groups that are coming from out of state, some really far too. I think so far we've seen Minnesota is probably the farthest.
Wisconsin as well.
Wisconsin, that's right.
Yep, Atlanta.
It's such a neat mix though, you know, to have those local groups plus the ones that are from out of state. It's really neat to have everybody all in one place.
Let's listen to these Boston Crusaders. Yeah, they're into it too.
I know. Well, and Doreen, you know, you mentioned the support staff earlier today. I love to see the support staff really getting into it with them too, right? Because they could just be walking alongside them with the water, but they're dancing, having a great time.
Now the Korean War veterans. Thomas Daly, the dignitary there.
My name is Becky Bear, and I won her in San Diego. I spent $55, and I stacked the deck, and I won her. And she's been to Washington, D.C., New York, and Boston, and a lot of dinners she's been to. I had her for 20 years. All right? This is the second Bristol parade for her.
National hero.
And I'm from the Chosen Reservoir. You maybe people right
Is that a
know
teddy bear?
that 120,000 Chinese jumped
Thomas Daly is celebrating his 90th birthday this month, guys.
Congratulations, happy birthday.
And his family is over at the viewing stand waiting
Oh,
for him.
awesome. They're going to love seeing him come by.
Yeah.
Right there on.
He's like, keep going. I got
see.
people to see.
Well, we want to give you as much airtime as we can, sir. We want everybody to see your face.
Thank you, sir.
Oh. Happy birthday.
Yes.
We also have some Vietnam veterans coming by as well. You hear the applause.
And rightly so. make it as long as we can. At this point of the parade, I always think of my good friend Tony Barretto, such a good friend to all of us at ABC6, supplies us with so many great sports highlights and fantastic food. But also, Tony is too much of a gentleman to talk about it, but he served in Vietnam. Gets very emotional talking about it, and as you can understand why. But I know he's watching, and hi, Tony, thinking of you.
Thank you, Tony.
Happy
Thank
4th
you
of
for your
July.
service.
Amazing man.
And all the veterans, the Vietnam veterans.
We have another float here, too. Remembering those who gave their life in Vietnam. This is sponsored by the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 273.
And this is one of those touching moments in the parade where you look at those names and you look at all of those names. How many people served, how many people died.
This is in honor
Incredible
of Gold Star
sacrifice.
families. Of course, Gold Star families, those who have lost a loved one fighting.
Simple yet says so much, doesn't it? Coming up behind them, we have the Uncle Sam Stoke Walker. That's 2.5 miles almost still.
Hats off to our director there, Don Curtin, for holding that shot really long time. That looked great, Don.
Yeah.
Really nice. Uncle Sam on stilts just to lighten the mood a little bit.
Yep.
Can't miss him.
Oh, thank you. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Thank you.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are
Give
you?
this to a veteran.
Thank you. Happy 4th.
That's from the Rolling Thunder.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Rolling Thunder is awesome when they come through.
Well, they're about to.
Yep.
That's what's next.
Motorcycles.
Right here. Get ready for them.
We'll know the Rolling Thunder is coming.
Yeah.
There's a special rev of the engine.
You'll hear them.
How about that float? Prisoner of war. In a bamboo cage.
Another band I got a chance to meet this morning. This is the Patriots marching band. They come to us all the way from Minnesota. They're 2 different high schools, and guys, these guys are good.
2 high schools combined into one?
Yes, 2.
Okay.
It used to be more, but now it's just the 2. But talent through the roof.
This is the one that really caught Jonathan's attention,
Yeah.
even from inside the Gronk bus. Who is that playing? They're good and huge too. We saw them all trying to cram into this one spot.
They're pretty amazing. They've played a couple of times for Major League Baseball. They've done a lot of really big performances. I told them that even though some of them are Green Bay fans and Vikings fans, since they're called the Patriots, we'll let it slide.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how can we not get behind them today? Those beautiful smiles on these guys, too. All right, as they approach, let's listen in to the Patriots Marching Band from St. Anthony Village, Minnesota.
Yes, you were right. I can verify that
I love how they moved around.
Right?
Yeah, that was so great.
They kept our cameraman working.
They
He
did.
was running backwards
They did.
trying to get the right shot.
That's so great. And too, they work so hard all the time. You know, they travel around too. A lot of these kids were sleeping over at the high school and other local places. So they, you know, they're not living in the lap of luxury while they're here too. So they're just working hard because they love this.
Right, and you really must too, because school's out. This is their summer break, and this is how they're spending it. Obviously very, very dedicated.
There's a passion for it, no doubt about it. Definitely a passion.
Definitely.
And the New England military women making their way down Holton Church. Happy 4th of July. Thank you for all that you do. One of the many goals, though, to encourage patriotism, loyalty, devotion to God, country, and family, to help each other and their community. That is a noble quest.
Very nice.
Also to help with morale as well.
Looks like they have a quilt in the back there too.
Jewish war veterans, thank you for your service.
They're the oldest organized veterans group in the United States. Founded in 1896, right after the Civil War.
Wow.
They represent all Jewish men and women who have served. Originally known as the Hebrew Union Veterans. Nice round of applause for them as well.
They have a dignitary with them, Ira J. Fleischer, the senior vice commander.
Will do. Hi.
Who's riding along with them too today.
It's great that they can be a part of this. Many veterans groups as we can get. Submarine veterans. Always have a cool float too.
They do, John. It's the USS Providence.
Looks nice. Very nice. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more coverage from Bristol. Please stay with us.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Bob's $4.99 Ranger Powerlift Recliner, complete with multi-sensation massage and heating, come with convenient power lift? Because, with something this comfortable, you might need a little extra nudge to get out of the chair.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
In Rhode Island, big is more than the size of a Newport mansion. Big is how Rhode Island business is thinking. It's also why more companies look to Signature Commercial Banking from Bank RI. Because with the expertise of Bank RI's commercial banking team and the resources to help companies achieve even bigger goals, when business thinks big, Bank RI is there. Signature Commercial Banking from Bank RI.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. White Glove Experience.
BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Get your summer on at BMW of Newport.
When it comes to garage doors, Parma Doors is everybody's best friend.
Hang on tight, gang. We'll be to Parma Doors in no time.
Lucy, Sochi, welcome to Parma Doors. Our state-of-the-art showroom showcases high-quality, American-made products where customers can see just how beautiful their new garage doors will look before they buy.
There's no reason to go barking mad the next time you need new garage doors. Just go to Parma Doors in Smithfield.
My Pacifica 6-piece sectional, only $17.99 complete. You can have many, many people sitting on it at the same time. Or you can have just 2 people sitting on it, but at great distances from each other. Hi, teen!
Hey, Bob! Hey, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
We are in the Veterans Division here. 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration. So glad you're joining us here on ABC6 along with Doreen and Christina. I'm John DeLuca. Jeff Denoyer is hanging out somewhere in the shade, wisely so, working the street for us. We'll hear from him in a little while I'm going to check in with Jeff, yes, to see what the folks think of this fantastic parade.
This is one of ours. We were just talking about, this is always such an impressive group. This is the Saints Brigade from Port Chester, New York. And this is a nonprofit that was formed to help bring music into the lives of inner city kids. It's a really great message with this group as well.
This is their 7th year here in Bristol. That's why we know them so
Yes,
well, guys.
they're sponsored by the Navigant Credit Union. Make sure that they get here.
Marching in, guys.
That naturally brings a smile to my face. It really does. Hey, Jenny. Jenny's juggling.
This will make you smile.
Yep, that's fun. Kids will be, Mommy, Mommy, look.
Our note on her, by the way, is that she's Boston's only female professional juggler since 1997.
I'm surprised.
Is that an old oil truck?
Yeah, Columbus Oil. 1928.
That's a nice looking truck right there.
I like that blue. It looks great. The flowers on the side. Gorgeous.
Wow, we are on to the 4th Division now, also known as the Civic Division. Walter Burke is the Marshal, Division Marshal.
He recently retired, and by recent I mean last week.
Yay!
After 23 years as the Bristol Parks and Rec Director.
Congratulations, Walter.
Yeah.
Hope you have a fantastic retirement.
And you notice all of the Boy Scouts. This is Troop 55 Color Guard, as well as their members that are marching along as well.
It's a big deal to be in the Boy Scouts and all that they have to do. You can see these young kids here with all their badges that they've earned.
And soon girls will be joining the ranks.
Yes.
The Boy Scouts as well.
That's big news. Our veterans on board. I'm trying to see that one. Hello there. Happy 4th of July. I think we're getting ready to hear the Remax All-Star Marching Band from Rehoboth.
You are correct.
And
I
this
can
is
see up the street.
more than 100 members of this group, and they're from all over Massachusetts as well. The age range, too, is kind of neat.
Yeah.
10 to 60. All volunteer group here. Hello.
Marvel at the baton twirlers and the flag corps as well, too, right?
Talk about a great shoulder workout.
Yeah.
Upper back.
And nerve-wracking every time you have to throw that baton in the air, right? Every time.
I'm going to venture to guess that they through it quite a few times over the course of this 2.5-mile parade route.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Drum sounded good there. There's the Knights of Columbus Color Guard here. Catholic organization, does so much for charity. Millions and millions of dollars every year. They're based on following the principles of the Roman Catholic Church. It's the largest Catholic men's fraternal organization in the world. Close to 2 million members.
And that's Walter Smith, the Grand Knight right there.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. Happy 4th.
Is that the Columbus flute? Knights of Columbus flute.
Columbus. Still. Happy 4th to you.
Happy 4th. We will tell Ken Bell you said hi.
Happy 4th.
4th.
Good to see you guys. Happy 4th. American Red Cross always there when you need them. Think of how much they've been called on.
Oh,
Last, what, 10 years, the natural disasters that have hit our country.
And they go all over.
Everywhere.
And the other thing, too, is even when there isn't natural disasters, whether it be flooding, hurricanes, what have you, they're always helping out here locally as well. And fires, we constantly see them helping families who are displaced. This is quite the segue.
Yeah. Little transition there. Wow, you want to talk about getting through the parade on a hot day like today?
Yes.
Check out these stormtroopers.
Well, with all of their technology, I would imagine that maybe they're air conditioned inside those stormtrooper outfits.
Princess Leia is here as well, which is good to see.
Glad she could make it.
Darth Vader.
The DeLuca boys, when they were young, would have been going crazy for this right here.
Oh, I'm sure there's lots of kids.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can definitely see the crowd getting excited about these guys.
And big kids too, right? Because now Star Wars
Oh,
is
I meant the
really
big kids.
Of course. It just spans so many generations now at this point.
It's true. Here we have the Hutchinson High School Marching Tigers Band.
Where are they from?
You know what? I'm not sure, John. Uh-oh, you stumped me on that one. I don't know where they're from. Oh, Minnesota. Thank you to our producer, Kelly. They've won a lot of awards, I do know that. They won the Viking Land Class 2A Championship, which is, that's a really big deal. It's a big class for these bands. So let's take a listen to these guys.
Their band director is Kevin Klindle. Cindy Myers, the assistant band director. They again, they're coming to us from Minnesota. This is a perennial favorite.
It is.
Talk about the tradition of this parade. The Fallen Dafa folks are here every single year in their float. A lot of attention, Doreen.
Yeah, they won the most beautiful non-commercial title for this year's parade. As we get a good look at it. How beautiful. Look at the flowers. Stunning.
Oh, wow. They're about freedom, peace, and living life.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Different too.
The yellow too, it's so cheery as well. See why they were most beautiful.
Right out of Pawtucket, Rancho Folclorico Portuguese Club. Founded in 1992. 50 members. Talk about a range of ages here, from 5 to 70.
Wow. They usually dance their way down the street.
All the unique costumes they have, traditional dress, different regions of Portugal, the Azores as well as Madeira. Of course, it's such an influence of Portuguese people and the influence it has on this area, Bristol in particular. This is always a proud moment for a lot of folks.
They really do a lot to help preserve Portuguese tradition and culture and really share it with others as well, because they go all over the world and the country.
Of course, they've been to Portugal to perform.
True.
And many other spots across the country as well. New York, New Jersey, as far away as California. So they're taking their talents everywhere.
It really is great too. Oh yeah, here they come. They're dancing. I knew they'd be dancing.
Of course.
They didn't disappoint.
So much energy. Oh yeah, you can see the little ones in the group. Again, passing on these traditions is so important to make sure that the younger kids are being brought up with it as well.
You can really see those costumes, the colorful clothing. That's following tradition right there. Adding to the many layers of history and tradition that are associated with this parade.
You want to join them, right?
You have the energy?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. We're in the big push here, John. There's not that much more to go. There are some surprises, though, some new things that are coming up.
Oh, like what?
I just have to stay tuned. That's what I'm talking about. You knew what I was talking about.
My phone out.
A couple of fun things coming.
First things first, there in the fun category, Herbie's Love Bug.
Herbie.
Still looking good for his age.
He does. I remember that movie when it came out. How did they get the car to do that? Couldn't figure that one out as a kid. Still not sure, actually. Just.
All right, Christina.
There he
is. I'm gonna let you do this.
Oh my gosh! He's even bigger than I expected. Oh wait, we're back on Herbie right now. Okay, we're holding off right now.
I know.
There's a very Rhode Island famous landmark coming up.
New to the parade this year.
I think it was Tim Studebaker who said there's the Big Blue Bug on 95, and then there is Bruce the Shark.
Yep.
Who will soon be in his new home in Middletown, but right now he's on the tour of Rhode Island, which of course includes here in Bristol, because he's not going to miss this day. And I swore I was going to get a selfie with Bruce today because I've been in love with him.
Oh, what do we get? There's your shirt, Christina.
Yes,
got it for you.
Nice. Selfie with Bruce.
Bruce the Shark. Hey, this is a pool party in the USA. That sounds like a lot of fun. Ripple Swim School. They won the most patriotic commercial float. You can see why. Oh, hey, kids. Oh, I got a beach ball. Ready? Nice. learning to swim at Ripple Swim School.
Following right after Bruce the Shark that says no swimming.
Yes. I don't know if there's a message there,
no,
Christina.
Seriously.
You think they have room in that Ripples pool?
That might be pretty warm water at this point, Dorian.
How cute are those kiddos?
They are cute.
Well, they got squirt guns,
I was
too.
going to say they have squirt guns. That's what we need. Yes!
I bet those Ripples kids passed a few friends on the way. Coming up next, we have Grooversity, a reggae group.
These guys are having lots of fun. Now that's a pool party with the kids in the pool.
Yeah. Grooversity to play them
Grooversity
through.
behind them.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Do you think they knew they were by the TV cameras?
No shortage of fun with them.
That was awesome.
And the point of their group really too is obviously about having fun, but also about promoting music as a way for social change. So they really want to show how this can make a positive difference in the community as well. Even if it's just putting a smile on your face, having fun.
They did that and more.
Yes.
The Shriners are here.
Mm-hmm, a perennial favorite, John, right?
All over the world, 200 chapters, several countries, thousands of clubs. Also do a lot of work for Shriners Hospital, children.
Mm-hmm.
And how vital that is.
They have 22 locations for those hospitals. Everyone always likes these guys too because they really just kind of get the crowd going as well.
I know.
Happy Independence Day.
They've got a lot coming for us too, so buckle up.
Is that what the little car is, Doreen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, they're coming, the mini cars. Be patient, John, be patient. Got some clowns.
You know they can do donuts. That was good.
No, I don't know what you'd call this. Is that one of the mini cars? It was like a cart.
I think it was a cart. Yeah.
That was a cart.
There's
Just
mini.
you wait.
I think the mini's the mini.
yes.
They're coming.
Yep.
You know those.
I tried to get in one year. It wasn't pretty. They're pretty little.
Takes skill to get
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Now, which was
They're
harder,
fun.
getting in or getting out? Or do you never get fully in?
It's a matter of grace, Christina.
Okay. Fell in, fell out.
Exactly.
Or the Shriners very well represented with trucks and vans,
Always.
small bus, and of course the mini cars we were just chatting about. Members. There's the mini cars.
I love how they just speed around and around.
Oh, they have a lot of pickup in them.
Right?
They can zip.
That might have been why they told me I couldn't get in that year.
And the turning radius on these things is incredible. So tight. There's a great camera shot there. They do such great work, such serious work they do, but also bring such a lighthearted moment here for the parade and for the little ones as well. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back with more live coverage from Bristol. Please stay with us.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
The 4th of July is a great time to celebrate our country's independence with family and friends. But July 4th is also the most dangerous day of the year. The law offices of Ronald J. Resmini would like to remind you to be safe this summer and have a happy 4th of July.
You know those days when you wake up as achy as the day before? Sleeping on the same old mattress won't help.
The right mattress for you makes all the difference.
You've been told you have to sleep on a firm, hard mattress to be supported. Not exactly. Depending upon your body type and preference, you could sleep on a soft sleep surface and be perfectly supported at the same time.
Get up to 50% off 4th of July floor sample clearance savings on sleep sets at all Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses.
Every day in the United States, another 27 people die from alcohol-related accidents.
That's one person every 51 minutes.
The good news is these numbers are going down in Rhode Island, but we still have a long ways to go.
Please plan ahead. It's everyone's responsibility to keep friends and family off the road when they've had too much to drink.
Remember, the only thing worse than waking up to my face is not waking up at all.
This message has been brought to you by University Surgical Associates.
It's the nation's oldest 4th of July observance. It's the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration.
Uniquely American.
Bristol's Civic, Military, and Firemen's Parade. Don't miss a minute of it. Coverage begins 5 a.m. on July 4th on ABC6.
The parade is also streaming live on abc6.com.
Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses is once again proud to present coverage of Bristol's 4th of July parade.
Only on ABC6.
The 4th of July is a great time to celebrate our country's independence with family and friends. But July 4th is also the most dangerous day of the year. The law offices of Ronald J. Resmini would like to remind you to be safe this summer and have a happy 4th of July.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Welcome back to Bristol, everyone. We are in the Civic Division, the final division here in this glorious parade, the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration. So glad you could spend part of your day with us. Hopefully, if you're in Bristol and you're watching the parade, you're going in and out. You have our coverage on. You get a little air conditioner, a little cool, a little food, a little drink. Come back out. We're so glad you're with us.
You aren't kidding, John. That's the way to do it, right? We are being welcomed back by the Marching Storm. Coming to us from South Rapids Rice High School in South Rapids, Minnesota.
Band director there, Scott Campbell. Again, they're from Minnesota. A couple bands from Minnesota today. One from Wisconsin, or performers, I should say.
Yeah.
Some festive
That seems to be an
folks.
important spot. Wow, look at these.
How's that for a right outfit?
Wow.
So ornate.
I'm sure they're much nicer than they look.
I know. I was nervous. Do I wave back or not?
It's a mean face, but they're very nice.
Wow. Stunning costumes, though, really.
Yes. While we have a moment, I want to thank our sponsors for bringing you this coverage. We have
Cardi's, of course, gave us this beautiful table and chairs to sit at, giving us that back porch feel for the parade here.
They're also our title sponsor as well, which is a big deal for us. And Tom's Lawn and Garden out of Portsmouth for providing the gator so we can zip around. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Rockstar limo with the Gronk bus, which is
In case you hadn't heard, it's here.
kind of cool. Yeah, we're getting cool on the Gronk bus, which is fun. Also, Leo's Restaurante, keeping our crew nice and fed. And BMW of Newport, which, if you saw at the beginning of our first division, we saw BMW of Newport carrying around Nick Coit, Melissa Tupin, and
Randall now. She's been married for almost
Melissa
5
Tupin,
years.
Randall. And I love hearing everybody
You're
in the
welcome,
back, but
Kevin
that would
Randall.
be great if I didn't hear him as much anymore. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, we had Santa just go by and Mr. Potato Head, you guys. How is this possible? It's good
Nothing
to see that
screams
Santa
summer like
has
Santa.
Yeah, Santa has a Hawaiian shirt on, and his elf has a Dell.
There you go. That's
How Rhode Island is
summer
that?
Santa.
Oh, Mr. Potato Head.
Were you by him this year for the shoot for the?
No, I think Jeff was.
Okay, Jeff
I was actually right here for our all the commercials that
nice.
aired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we shoot our commercials for this parade coverage, we're all
Yeah.
split up. And Jeff was by Mr. Potato Head
Yep.
this year. I visited him last year.
Mhm.
He's always one of our favorite spots. Always donning his red, white, and blue, no matter what day of the year you see him.
Always
He's
looks
so great.
striking, doesn't he?
He does.
Yep.
He welcomes you into Bristol.
All right, Mr. Potato Head.
Mm-hmm. And United 211 following up behind.
Well, that wraps up
That's it.
the Civic
Yeah.
Division. That wraps up the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration if you're at Hope and Church and you're watching on Channel 6. But if you're on High Street,
Yeah.
over by State Street,
You're still partying.
You're still having a good time. and
Yeah.
you're still probably seeing the Veterans Division.
And those folks that were in the beginning, I've seen them already come back around
Oh, did they?
and walk
Really?
by. Yeah, we've seen a couple of them come by already, so they've already wrapped up.
They're done earlier for the day then. All right. Well, we'll be back still. Stay with us. We'll see you in a few minutes.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
The 233rd Bristol 4th of July Parade, streaming live on abc6.com, is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts.
It's the day's stories that matter most to you. Go beyond the newscast and weigh in on what people will be talking about tomorrow. ABC6 on Facebook Live. Join the conversation.
How's your day?
Life doesn't stop for dinner.
How's that?
With alfresco chicken sausage, it doesn't have to. Fully cooked when you buy it, so it's ready when you need it.
All right, peppers. That's good.
It's chicken, only better.
Go for it.
Alfresco. Eat better.
ABC6 wants to see how you get ready for the 4th.
Send us your videos and your pictures. Share your patriotic pride.
You can post them on our Facebook page or tweet them using the hashtag ABC6Bristol4.
Brought to you by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses. You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bristol, America's most patriotic town. And man, they did not disappoint today, guys.
Not at all.
They've done it again.
It was wonderful. Just the energy, everything that was involved with it, the mix of somber moments, respectful moments where we're standing for our veterans, and then also the fun everybody was having with the bands and the floats. So guys, I just got the official word from Chief Meteorologist Jeff DeNoyer. 87 degrees in Bristol today. Feels like 96.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I believe it.
Yep. Yeah. About 96.
Feels like about 96. Well, and Jeff really has the best gig on the 4th of July days, right? Because he gets to hang out with the crowd, be in all the action. And Jeff, I heard that you made quite a few friends today.
I love the fact that I get to come here. I get to do like a couple interviews and get to watch the parade. And then I just got to find people before they leave. But I've been sitting here at the corner, and Leslie had the right plan. Are those your 3 daughters?
Those are my 3 daughters, yes.
They went and hid from the camera, just to let you know, right when I came on. But you had the right idea because you were in the sun. It got a little hot. Then you came back here. What did you think of the parade?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I'll definitely come back next year.
Was this your first time coming?
Yes.
It was. Where did you come? Where did you drive in from?
From Johnston, Rhode Island. Yes.
What do you think the best part about the whole entire parade is? I mean, like bands. Is it like the?
We really have a best part. All of it was great. Yeah. Yes.
Do you think the parade goes about the right amount of time?
Yes, it wasn't. It was fine. It wasn't too short or too long.
Well, you know what? Do you have any big plans left for the rest of the day, or are you back a little?
The carnival.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna take my girls there and just have a good time.
Yeah. What are your daughters' names? Can you say their names?
Yes, I can. I can say their names. No.
Where'd they go? They're hiding.
I had 3 beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
So they enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Don't think that when we get done talking right now, I'm not going to go give them a hard time for taking off, because I went out of my way to come over here to have them be on TV, and you're still hiding over there. That's okay. I'm just playing around with them. It's all good. But Leslie, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the parade. And yeah, it's a little toasty, Christina. I texted you that probably about an hour ago, so it actually might be just a few degrees warmer than that. The humidity, I think, is the toughest part of the day. But the one thing I'm really thankful for is that the thunderstorms have held off. It looks like there'll be a few storms maybe this evening. So if you have plans for a fireworks show that you're going to be going to this evening, keep an eye on the radar. That will be our best chance to have a few isolated storms. It does not look to be all that impressive. So all the stress I was going through last night on air, no problems. I'm all good. I feel pretty confident now about the forecast, and I never needed to stress in the first place. We called this forecast, oh, by the way, 2 weeks ago on Facebook Live, if you remember correctly.
You did.
Thank you very
remember
much.
that. We were going to pull it up so we could prove it, right? 2 weeks
We
out.
were.
You were nervous when we asked you, because that is quite a long time. A lot can change, but hit it right on the head.
Yeah, I felt like we knocked it out of the park. A little JD Martinez for you right there. Red Sox action happening right here on ABC 6.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Go give those girls a hard time.
Yeah. That is true, though. That's such a stressful thing. This is such a particular day where people are outside most of the day. So everybody wants to know the forecast. And I know Jeff, Chelsea, and Tim really worked hard to make sure that the forecast was as accurate as it was.
Right, and he has people asking him about everything, right? You know, from the top of the day to the end of the day, because you have the parade in the morning, other people getting up early, starting their cookouts early, you have fireworks at night, and it's really across the board, whether you're here in Bristol for the parade and other celebrations here, you're at home across Rhode Island and southeastern Mass, or maybe you're going out of state. I know you had a lot of people saying, hey, I'm traveling up to New Hampshire or wherever.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he's had to have his, finger on the pulse of everywhere, basically.
Yeah. Any favorites today, guys?
Ooh.
I think seeing the Iwo Jima vets and the Korean War veteran, Mr. Daly, we had that nice long shot of him.
Yes.
He sat on the outside of the convertible, and the 2 Iwo Jima veterans. I mean, to think what those men saw and did, and to be the age that they are now, to let young kids know,
right,
Mommy, Daddy, who are those guys? Well, let me tell you who those guys are.
Right, and I think you really can, too, see that as those particular groups are going through, you'll start to see some of the parents really leaning down to the kids, and I really can't help but think that they are explaining who this is, why we're standing all of a sudden, why we're really taking a moment that's probably a little bit longer than some of the other groups to recognize these people who gave up so much for us.
I would have liked to have seen Mr. Daly go past his family at that reviewing stand,
yes.
right?
The pride that they
yes.
must.
I know.
He gets ready to celebrate his 90th birthday.
That's right. His 90th birthday as
Pretty
well.
wild.
But those are the moments that stick with you. And then the bands and the way when they perform and they lift you up a little bit. When the military division came through, and the Navy guys came through, and Navy men and women, and everything was on point. The whites were so white, and I said to Doreen, I got goosebumps.
Yeah, my eyes welled up. It wasn't just sweat. I really did well up. I just was so moving to see them all. There were so many of them. That really, I think that for me was the moment.
And knowing how much time and effort they put into it too to get it that precise, that many people. And even, the younger bands too, the kids who again are dedicating their summer traveling around. It's not like we're the start of the parade either. They have this much energy when they're reaching us, and they're going to continue with that energy until the end of the parade because everybody is a new audience for them. And I love feeling that energy and seeing that. And another standout, all of the floats were absolutely amazing. You can tell how much time goes into all of those, how many people they must have working on them. I loved seeing the Roger Williams one, I think because we had seen it as it was still a work in progress when Alana went out there and did a story. So to see the final product, that was really neat as well.
The other thing I love about this parade is the balance between the somber moments, the respectful moments, and then the fun moments. Whether it's the little cars with the Shriners or the Uncle Sam on the stilts, or even Cuppy and Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, like in the Star Wars and Stormtroopers and all that stuff. There's such a nice balance here. And then you work in the parades and the patriotism and the red, white, and blue right down Hope and High Streets with the red, white, and blue painting on the road. It all packages so well together.
It's true, and there's something for everybody.
There really is.
It felt pretty big this year too, wouldn't you say?
Yes. I do think so.
Oh, by the way, one of the band's drum corps were playing, and I was trying to think, what is that song? Marianne and Terry Allen are watching in North Carolina. Thank you for watching, streaming online, abc6.com. But it's Stevie Wonder's "You Can Feel It All Over." I was like, thank you.
We stink at name that
tune.
I
know.
All right.
I know it.
When you take it out of the context like that, right? It's played a little bit of a different tune. But
I love
thank you
that
so
song
much. Good call.
All right, all the way from North Carolina.
Well, thank you guys for watching. And then that was a great thing that we had offered this year, abc6.com streaming. So if you're outside of the viewing area and you still want to have a little feel of what Bristol's going on and what's like here, well, you had that opportunity through abc6.com streaming. So we're thankful that was a service we could provide this year.
Yeah, and for the bands that came from so far away too,
A
lot of their parents were able to see them because they don't normally get to see them perform. So this was a great chance for them to get to see their kiddos as well.
It really was. And through social media and the wonder of social media, the parade itself is over, but the day is not. So if you have pictures or little videos you want to post, just use the hashtag abc6.com, abc6bristol4th. And we'd love to see your pictures, whether it's on our Facebook page or on Twitter as well.
And thank you for everything you've sent so far. We really appreciate it, and interacting with us and sending pics back and forth of how you guys are getting ready. Like John mentioned, it's not just doesn't end with the parade. Show us your cookout. Show us what you're doing for fireworks, everything for the rest of the night.
And like Jeff mentioned too, there's the carnival up the street here in Bristol too. So I know that's where the kiddos are all running off to.
Which is a huge hangout for all the kids and the teenagers and the young kids as well. And I parked on that side and came in, so I went by, and it's all ready to go. They're ready to go, and the kids are just looking at that. Oh, we could parade first and then up there, so which means cotton candy and popcorn and everything else, which is fun.
It's fun overload today.
I love this shot. Whoever is getting this shot, thank you for that shot. It looks great. Don, great call on getting that shot. I love it.
Oh yeah.
With the flag. Look at the flag at the top there hanging down.
That was pretty neat driving in this morning and getting to see that, because I was here before they closed the road. So I got to feel like I was in the parade. Ride down and see that big flag right there, and it's just like, all right, let's do this. Let's go.
It really
was great.
And by the time we came in, Jeff and I rode in together, and it was actually starting to fill out, which I feel like was a little bit earlier than in years past, that people really start, because they'll come out, they'll put the blankets out, they'll put the chairs out. But then there were so many people that were already in their seats. You could tell had started kind of a little mini party on the sidelines. And we almost felt like we were like in the pre-parade or something. 'Cause we were in the ABC6 car coming down to our spot here at Hope and Church. And Jeff and I were like, can we wave? We kind of want to wave.
Did you?
We did. We did just a little bit. It was kind of fun.
Had a
feel like you're in
answer.
What's also impressive about the crowd and what Bristol's able to do is show you that they have two hands on the wheel. You have all these people, literally thousands of people lining the street. They're gone, and where's the mess? There's a little here, there's a little there, but people, for the most part, take their stuff and throw it away. You don't see that much anymore. People just kind of leave it, and it's disgusting. People are picking up their stuff and putting it away, which says a lot. And then that lessens the work for the Department of Public Works to come through. They have a big job on their hands to clean up after this.
Well, I think that plays into the pride, you know, the
That's
pride
exactly
of
it.
their town, the pride of this event, and welcoming. How many people have we heard from that are in from out of town, either to be in the parade or to watch the parade? And so they want to make a good impression. And I think everybody who's from here really is on board with that. It's not something like you have to be told over and over again, make sure you throw your stuff away. Everybody's proud of this. You know, you see it with the way that people decorate their houses, whether they're on the parade route or not. You come in and you know that you are in America's most patriotic town right away.
There must be a run on bunting, I would think, you know, like right as June approaches.
There must
like,
be.
oh, I got to go out of town to get my bunting.
Specialized bunting.
What about the folks that Jeff caught up with, that family from Alabama?
I know, coming in. And he's talked to people this was part of their bucket list. They came in from out of town just to see this celebration, the longest continuous running celebration in the country.
Pretty amazing day here in Bristol, guys.
It really is.
As always.
All right, we're going to catch our breath. We'll be right back. Take a quick break. Please stay with us.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Bold meets sweet. With Dunkin's new brown sugar cold brew, sweetly balanced with brown sugar.
Hey, it's Paul, owner and head chef of Leo's Ristorante and Catering here in the heart of downtown Bristol, serving authentic Italian cuisine for over 70 years. Enjoy our take on Italian-American classics. Join us for brunch on Sunday from 11 to 2, featuring our bottomless mimosas and our original breakfast pizza. Find us on Facebook or visit our website at leosristoranteri.com to see a complete and full menu or to book your next reservation.
Carty's Furniture and Mattresses has been in business since 1928.
And we're celebrating with up to 50% off 4th of July clearance savings in all departments.
Carty's offers the largest selection of furniture and mattresses with the best award-winning customer service.
Shop Carty's Furniture and Mattresses today, and for a limited time,
save up to 50% off floor sample clearance closeouts or get up to 6 years no interest financing on non-clearance purchases.
Nobody beats Carty's. Nobody.
Every day in the United States, another 27 people die from alcohol-related accidents.
That's one person every 51 minutes.
The good news is these numbers are going down in Rhode Island, but we still have a long ways to go.
Please plan ahead. It's everyone's responsibility to keep friends and family off the road when they've had too much to drink.
Remember, the only thing worse than waking up to my face is not waking up at all.
This message has been brought to you by University Surgical Associates.
Was that your sandwich? No. That was your sandwich.
Go-getters, get 2 with Dunkin' Go-Tos. New deals for $2, $4, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'.
Welcome back, everybody. We are still on the air here in Bristol, saying hi to some of my neighbors. Hi, guys.
Oh, hello.
Thanks for stopping by.
You never know who you're going to see out here,
I
right?
got a lot of support from my hood.
Love it.
We had so many wonderful bands that performed today, and we get this little treat every year. Oh, feel that breeze.
Can we all just pause?
Yeah.
Clap for this.
We get this treat every year that a couple of the bands usually come down here beforehand and perform for us, and one of them was the Patriots from Minnesota, and they were just outstanding. So we want to give them a little encore performance time. So let's take a listen to these guys. Welcome back, everybody, all the way from Minnesota. It is the Patriots Marching Band. Joining me here is the Executive Director, Andy Erickson. Welcome to Bristol, Rhode Island.
Thank you. We're thrilled to be here.
You've been here before.
We have. We've been here in 1998 and 2008, so it's on the 10s, on the 8s, every 10 years.
Well, welcome back. We appreciate you being here. Now, you have a big band here. Tell us a little bit about what makes up this group.
We have 150 students in the band this year. We formed from 2 high schools, both suburban high schools of Minneapolis, St. Paul, Spring Lake Park, and St. Anthony Village High School. And this band has been going on since 1988. It originally was 4 high schools, but over the years it's dwindled to just our 2. But this is the biggest band we've had in probably over 10 years.
Yeah, quite a group here. And now you guys have performed at some pretty cool places, a lot of major league ballparks, right?
Yep. We did a pregame show for a Twins game this year. We've performed around the country at other ball games on trips like this.
Now, being from Minnesota, I imagine a lot of you guys are Vikings fans, but your names are the Patriots, so how can we not love you guys, right?
You're right. Probably a few Packers fans, but mostly Vikings fans for sure.
All right. Well, we're going to listen to a couple of your wonderful songs, so thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll get out of the way and listen to the play. sheer size of that group.
I mean, could barely squeeze into this intersection here.
Yeah, it's true. They had to have their banner carriers off to the side. Yeah, really amazing
what a nice
talent.
treat this morning, too. And that was earlier before our parade coverage started this morning at 10 o'clock, so that was really going to wake you up if you weren't up yet.
Yeah, we had a good crowd come down here, too, to listen to them because they know it comes every year. Absolutely. So much fun. They were just one of the bands that came down and performed for us as well. We'll be back in just a moment. Do stay with us.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Playscape two-piece sectional. The $7.99 price tag makes it great. The 2 colors and 5 decorative pillows makes it greater. The comfy pop-up sleeper with Bobapedic memory foam makes it greater.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Greater.
If you've got a friend that's been drinking this holiday, say give me those keys. And download the Rob Levine free taxi app on your smartphone.
Don't let a friend drive home drunk. Getting a free holiday taxi ride is now easier than ever. On your smartphone, search for Rob Levine and download the Rob Levine Holiday Safe Driving app. Use this app to get your free taxi ride home. It's easy, quick, and smart.
If your friend's been drinking, say, give me those keys and send them home in a free taxi from me. Now that's real friendship.
Low on cash and credit? Then turn down? Check out JD Byrider's Super Savings Event, where you could drive for as low as $0 down. Yes, it's a super time to get a better car at JD Byrider, where every vehicle is road ready now. And ask about our optional 2-year, 24,000-mile service coverage. Plus, you can get top dollar for your trade. Get your fast approval process started at gojdb.com and get on the road for as low as $0 down.
JD Byrider.
In Rhode Island, big is more than the size of a Newport mansion. Big is how Rhode Island business is thinking. It's also why more companies look to Signature Commercial Banking from Bank RI. Because with the expertise of Bank RI's commercial banking team and the resources to help companies achieve even bigger goals, when business thinks big, Bank RI is there. Signature Commercial Banking from Bank RI. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out my Gracie sofa. It comes in 65, 72, 80, or 90 inches. In navy or chocolate. With Bob, it's your choice. Only $3.99.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Is it weird that I'm referring to myself in third person? A bit.
It's Toyota's 40th annual summer sales event. Come celebrate 40 years of savings at Toyota's House Party with great summer deals at all our dealerships. Get a $149 a month Corolla lease, including advanced safety features and 2 years maintenance on the house. Plus, recent and soon-to-be college grads get an additional $1,250 rebate. Hurry, because soon it's lights out. Toyota, let's go places.
For every business, there are moments. Moments that define what that business is today and what it will be in the future.
It's just a huge, huge undertaking. I just don't want something like this to come to an end.
Hear from real business leaders about how they managed crisis.
The stakes on this were basically liquidation of this company.
And took advantage of opportunity.
I needed to double my space, and this came available.
See the full stories at webstermoments.com.
You know those days when you wake up as achy as the day before? Sleeping on the same old mattress won't help.
The right mattress for you makes all the difference.
You've been told you have to sleep on a firm, hard mattress to be supported. Not exactly. Depending upon your body type and preference, you could sleep on a soft sleep surface and be perfectly supported at the same time.
Get up to 50% off 4th of July floor sample clearance savings on sleep sets at all Carty's Furniture and Mattresses.
It's the nation's oldest 4th of July observance.
It's the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration.
Uniquely American.
Bristol's Civic, Military, and Firemen's Parade.
Don't miss a minute of it. Coverage begins 5 a.m. on July 4th on ABC6.
The parade is also streaming live on abc6.com.
Carty's Furniture and Mattresses is once again proud to present coverage of Bristol's 4th of July parade.
Only on ABC6.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Welcome back to Bristol, everyone, as we wind down our coverage here at Hope and Church. So much of what makes this such a fun parade is the life and energy you get from the bugle corps and the bands. And the decision was made, I want to say 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, just a couple.
It had gotten so big for Mount Hope High School's stadium that they just couldn't do it anymore, so they moved it over to Cranston, worked out a deal with Mayor Fung, and everything goes over there on July 3rd to hear that fantastic competition and see it as well. So folks go to the Cranston Stadium and they see it, and what a night it was.
And you're talking local groups and groups from across the country, Canada even as well. Our reporter John Krinjak was out there for all of the excitement last night. I was told he had a lot of fun out there, meeting different people, listening to the music, of course. So he joins us now with a wrap-up of last night's event.
After 29 years of pomp and circumstance, the 4th of July Drum and Bugle Corps competition is still attracting the best performers from across the country.
We wanted to attract better bands, better corps to our parade in Bristol, and that's how we got in the business.
7 corps, nearly 1,000 musicians from as far away as Georgia and Ohio, all bringing their A game to Cranston.
The corps, we're a big family, so we all push each other to be the best, and the more that we do that, the better we get every day.
These young men and women, most college age, some still in high school, spending hundreds of hours practicing, planning, and choreographing every move, every note.
These guys rehearse upwards of 16 hours a day. We've been at it for 14 days now. We move into a local high school, we sleep in the gym, we eat out of a food truck. It really takes a lot to get here.
And in the stands, America's future corps performers, like these members of the Bridgewater Raynham High School Marching Band.
It sort of humbles us and also shows us what we could do better.
Does it kind of give you something to aspire to?
Yeah, definitely. We see like this huge marching band that's doing all these crazy things that we've never seen before. We're like, oh, I want to do that. And then it just makes us work harder.
Competition was last night, but as we know, there are so many events that lead up to today on the 4th, the parade, the grand finale, if you will. We have the concerts, of course, one of which we got to see last night, the fireworks as well. Another really big event that so many people look forward to, both kids young and old, is the Orange Crate Derby. It's always so much fun every single year.
Yeah, you really see the families come together to really put their creations together and put them to the test, right?
That's right.
So they find a nice road in Bristol with a little tilt to it, put the kids down, and off they go. Liz Tufts has a look at the Orange Crate Derby from this year.
Ready, set, go!
Even if it's just for a few hours, these kids putting down the tablets and video game controllers and taking over Bayview Ave in Bristol for the annual Orange Crate Derby. The competitors range in age from 7 to 14, all wanting their hands on the first place trophy. But only one person can win. This year's winner squealing into first, 9-year-old Cara Pisasal. She is back-to-back wins, taking home the first place trophy at last year's race.
I'm really excited. And I just can't believe it.
And you could say this event is really a family affair. Her little sister Julia also came in first in her division. And she has talent. It's her first time taking a spin down the course.
I was really surprised when they said my name, but Cara told me she knew that I was going to be first place.
The sisters have been crafting their crates for years with help from their dad, and they've really gotten the hang of it.
I got the car for Christmas 3 years ago when I was 7, and me, my dad, and Julia built it in the garage.
It was a father-daughter project that a lot of fun to build, and now we're using it just as a toy. We run it down our street to practice for this race, and then there's a couple more races later in the summer we're hoping to enter too.
But in the end, these pint-sized drivers are all winners, helping to kick off Bristol's 4th of July celebration.
That's fun.
It really is good old-fashioned fun, right? It truly is.
And like you said, everybody being able to get involved too. As he was talking about dad, it was kind of a dad-daughter project, and now they're able to use it, pass the talent, obviously, too, onto their younger sister.
I always like seeing, as soon as they come down the little ramp and then they lean forward. So I want to be more aerodynamic.
Yeah, there's a trick to it, John.
I want to be a Ferrari. I want to be a Porsche. Lean forward.
No Cranston lean for that one.
I kind of want to happen to drive by their neighborhood, though, and see them doing it on a random Saturday.
I know. All the practice that goes into it.
A lot goes into it, that's for sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey, it's Paul, owner and head chef of Leo's Ristorante and Catering here in the heart of downtown Bristol, serving authentic Italian cuisine for over 70 years. Enjoy our take on Italian-American classics. Join us for brunch on Sunday from 11 to 2, featuring our bottomless mimosas and our original breakfast pizza. Find us on Facebook or visit our website at leosristoranteri.com to see a complete and full menu or to book your next reservation.
Summer's calling. The 2018 Cadillacs are ready to move. Our best offers on 2018 models are here. Join us for the Made to Move sales event. Current GM lessees get this low mileage lease on this 2018 Cadillac XT5 from around $399 per month.
Hi, I'm Ed Madeira, CEO of East Commerce Solutions. Everybody in Rhode Island has a guy. Well, I want to be your guy for credit card processing. I want to be your guy for POS. I want to be your guy for payroll services. Call today and take advantage of our interest-free financing, free EMV terminal, no charge setup for payroll. East Commerce Solutions, servicing Rhode Island since 1994. East Commerce Solutions, we are your local merchant service provider. Have yourself a great day.
Bold meets sweet. With Dunkin's new brown sugar cold brew, sweetly balanced with brown sugar.
Cottage Furniture and Mattresses has been in business since 1928. And we're celebrating with up to 50% off 4th of July clearance savings in all departments.
Cardi's offers the largest selection of furniture and mattresses with the best award-winning customer service.
Shop Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses today, and for a limited time, save up to 50% off floor sample clearance closeouts, or get up to 6 years no-interest financing on non-clearance purchases.
Nobody beats Cardi's. Nobody.
Why do people trust the ABC6 storm trackers?
As a landscaper, I make plans and I plot my week out as far as doing lawns, hedges, and bushes and stuff like that. And I need a dependable forecast. All three of them work together in a good team effort. It works well for me. My favorite weatherman is Jeff Denoya. He's down to earth. He just gives the nuts and bolts of the weather. He seems like a very good guy.
ABC6 storm trackers, every forecast, every day.
It's the nation's oldest 4th of July observance.
It's the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration.
Uniquely American.
Bristol's Civic, Military, and Firemen's Parade.
Don't miss a minute of it. Coverage begins 5 a.m. on July 4th on ABC6.
The parade is also streaming live on abc6.com.
Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses is once again proud to present coverage of Bristol's 4th of July parade.
Only on ABC6.
Was that your sandwich? No. That was your sandwich.
Go-getters, get two with Dunkin' Go-Tos. New deals for $2, $4, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'.
You're watching the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses, brought to you locally by Dunkin' Donuts.
Before we wind down our coverage here at ABC6, a few housekeeping things we want to take care of. We want to thank our sponsors one last time. BMW of Newport, Tom's Lawn and Garden in Portsmouth for the Gator, Rockstar Limo for the Gronk bus over there, which was fun, Leo's Ristorante, which kept everybody nice and full, and Cardi's for not only the set, but for being our presenting sponsor today. All right, folks, we're winding it down. Believe it or not, 233rd is in the books. Christina, your thoughts?
I just want to thank Bristol, all the Bristolians, from the businesses to the residents here and the police department, everybody from welcoming thousands of people basically into your home, including us, and allowing us to be a part of this wonderful tradition, and hoping it goes on for many more years.
Wasn't it fun to see how many people came over and said hello too? I love that too. We really get a chance to get out and interact with some folks too, so I always appreciate that. John?
All right, folks, that's a wrap. Our live coverage from Bristol is over. We're so glad you could join us for the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration. From all of us here at ABC6, thank you so much for watching and letting us be a part of your day. Happy 4th of July, everyone. We'll see you next year.
Happy 4th.
This has been the 233rd Bristol 4th of July celebration, presented by Carty's Furniture and Mattresses.